Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners.
At Ritchie Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at ritchievineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our number one priority. And Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats to the family. La Michoacana Ice Cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is Legacy in Motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC, solutions made for your vineyard. In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence. From roof repairs to installations, Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers. The Sonoma Stompers pregame show is on the air. Kieran Costa and Nate Martin have you covered up until first pitch here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. Get all the insights and analysis for tonight's contest and hear from Stompers manager Zach Pace on the Stomper Report. Your coverage of Stompers baseball starts right now.
For the second day in a row here at Arnold Field, it's the Stompers and the Legends going at it on a Saturday night. CCL action rolls on for the Stomps, trying to make it 3 wins in a row and secure the first 2 in this 3-game series against Menlo Park. Welcome to the Sonoma Stompers pregame show. I'm Kieran Costa, joined by Nate Martin. And Nate, last night was a win, but the ugliest win of the season for the Stompers. An 8-4 victory thanks to 4 runs in the 8th inning, but Sonoma blew a lead late and capitalized on 3 errors to even get the win.
Yeah, and even then, I mean, they felt like they had plenty of opportunities to punch Menlo Park in the mouth. You had, an inning where you get a leadoff home run, and then the runner gets on immediately after, then you ground out into a double play. You have other innings where you have runners in scoring position that you can't score. It's, especially against a young team that's still searching for its first win, you would like something a little bit more convincing than to have, the other team to beat themselves. You want to be able to punch them in the face.
Stompers got the job done, though, by the final score of 8-4. That big late inning rally came through over what was a real tough day with runners left on base. Nate Martin takes you through the highlights of an ugly win for Sonoma last night.
The first contest of 2026 between the Stompers and Legends started in a very Arnold Field fashion, with runs being scored on wild pitches.
He takes low. This will score him too. Robbins has no idea where it is. Stompers score on a wild pitch.
Runner 90 feet away from scoring. 1-strike pitch in the dirt off the knees. And that runner's going to come home. Hogan ties the ball game on the wild pitch.
But that way of scoring was put on pause in the bottom of the 4th in a big way by Angel Garcia.
The 1-1. Hit high to deep left field. Hogan looking up, and it's out of here. Angel Garcia, with his first home run of the summer, gives Sonoma a lead off his college teammates. 2-1 Stompers in the bottom of the 4th.
Menlo would tie it again in the 5th, but the Stomps answered shortly after, and the long balls weren't done either for Sonoma, with a hometown kid getting his first of 2026.
The 2-2. Hit high from Sebastiani into left. Going, gone! Nick Sebastiani with his first bomb of the summer. Takes it 306 over the short wall and left. It's a 2-run game.
But the Legends just would not go away. A crooked number in the 7th tied it at 4 heading into the 8th. In steps Mateo Heredia to shut things down on the bump.
Here it is. Struck him out looking. Mateo Heredia gets all 3 Legends to go by way of the K in the 8th. Stompers have a chance to grab a late lead, 4-4 after 7.5.
And to break the deadlock, Menlo gave Sonoma the best present you could give an opponent: errors in free passes.
1-0 to Duramular. This one's bounced to third, gloved by Fillinger. His throw to first is wide. Everybody is safe. 3 errors in the inning. Nick Sanziri's Legends imploding. It's 5-4 Sonoma.
The Stomps would add some more insurance to take care of the Legends 8-4 in the first of 3 this weekend.
So the Stompers won it last night. It wasn't pretty, but a win's a win in the scorebook. Zach Pace will definitely tell you that. But Nate, tonight you're facing a guy that throws a little bit harder in Vinny Braga. He can touch up to 90 miles an hour. That's what we saw from him at Santa Clara.
Yeah, and last night you were facing guys who were only throwing 76, low 80s at times. Braga was very solid this past season at Santa Clara, really in both years with the Broncos, mainly been used out of the pen, has one appearance in the CCL summer, one that you probably want to forget, 3 runs surrendered versus San Luis Obispo last week. But it's a bounce-back opportunity. He clearly has stuff that works at a high level, so definitely someone to be aware of.
Yeah, hopefully the top of the Stompers order's geared up for 90 and ready to go. They clearly seemed off balance against 78A. So Taylor, Keys, and Carlson at the top. I'm interested to see your thoughts on a Taylor Trent top of the order.
Yeah, I mean, it's the two guys that we've seen kind of battle for the leadoff spot. Keys has held it for the majority of the year, but over the last week, we've seen Taylor starting to play more up there and having a lot of success. I'm curious to see who Pace will roll with going forward. You know, I think Keys hitting in that second spot fits him a little bit better. He has a little bit more pop on his bat. I'd say he's also pretty likely to get on base as well. A very smart batter who doesn't strike out a lot. Taylor, on the other hand, has struggled more with the punch-outs.
Yeah, Taylor, 5 strikeouts in 22 plate appearances for Trent, just 2 in 24. So both those guys at the top don't really strike out. Carlson and Garcia, that's where the K's really climb. Garcia tied for the team lead. He struck out 8 times, but hopefully coming around with last night's home run. And then, as it seems to be almost every single day, the bottom third of the order, Nate's where this game's going to be won and lost. Anthony Schepler, Ben Sebastiani, and Bryson Ayala have totaled 4 hits in 35 at-bats between the 3 of them. One of them is going to have to come through.
Yeah, but I will say over the past couple of days, you've seen the back end of the order starting to produce a little bit more. It was a big reason why Sonoma beat Alameda on Thursday. And then last night, Nick Sebastiani had that home run. Kays DeRomalar reached a couple of times. So the back end of the order is starting to produce. It's now becoming more a matter of who can you rely on consistently more than, who am I just going to plug and play and randomly give me a good game.
Zach Pace had the answers to a couple of those questions and a whole lot more when I talked to him in today's edition of the Stomper Report.
Welcome into the Stomper Report. I'm Kieran Costa with Stompers manager Zach Pace. And Zach, you guys got the win yesterday. An ugly game, but it's now the second or third time we've seen you guys come from behind in the late inning. It's a gritty team, and you guys never really seem like you're out of it, right?
Yeah, no, our guys are tough competitors. I mean, they are gritty. Like I said before, I wish we kind of get off to those early leads a little bit more, but it's the nature of the beast sometimes. And our guys do a great job of just battling back. I'm really happy with our hitters, the way we do score after they score a lot. We do that often, and that does help us out and kind of keep the momentum more on our side.
Let's talk about the offense a little bit. You've just stacked your best guys at the top of the lineup. Chase Taylor and Trent Keys are your 2 on-base guys, and then you're setting up your power bats there in Carlson and Garcia. What's the role of Taylor and Trent today?
Yeah, I mean, I believe everybody's hitter role does change throughout the game, but their first at-bat is going to be to get on base, right, because they are 1-2. But throughout the game, I mean, they might have a couple more innings where they bat 1-2, or, they're batting 3, 4, 5, whatever it is during the inning. So the roles could change, but for their first at-bat, it is to get on base and, kind of pass the torch to the middle of the order. The middle of the order is pretty good, and allow them to drive them in. So hopefully they do a good job today and find a way on base a lot.
The velocity you were seeing from Menlo Park pitching yesterday was lower than it had been in the first week and a half. An in-game adjustment when you're going from facing 84 to maybe even 78, 77. What's that like for a hitter? Is it just all about waiting to get yours?
Yeah, you got to wait a little bit more, and you want to try to take it the other way and kind of think that way, and you still might pull the ball, right? So just try to take a different approach to where they're just going to wait a little bit longer and thinking, opposite field, and that will, kind of keep them true and not get them spinning off the ball and being too early, hopefully, So I don't know what they have in store today. We'll figure it out, and just like we always do, and you always have to do, you have to make adjustments throughout the game. So I'm sure, I hope we do a good job of that today.
Moving to the pitching side of things, Justin Jones gave up more earned runs in his first start this year than he did all of last year for you guys, and he was getting knocked around a little bit. What adjustments do you want to see out of him?
Yeah, we worked on talking about a changeup, getting that pitch established a little bit more. He is going to be a little bit lighter on the pitch count today, so maybe 2 innings, 3 at the most, probably out of him. But yeah, hopefully, he always commands the zone pretty good, and kind of getting those secondary, third pitches kind of going for him, I think, is the key. And really working on. He's been working on that changeup, so hopefully that's kind of an equalizer and really helps out his really good fastball.
For guys that compete in the zone like Jones, we can see innings get away from him really quickly, right? Like for both him and Mick Broom, he's not walking anybody. He didn't have a single walk in the game against San Francisco, but it was strings of 4, 5, even 6 straight hits in a row. If you were new and you go out to talk to him, what are you trying to say to him? He's in the zone, he's doing that part right. What changes do you want to see?
Yeah, most of the time it's the ball's up though too, right? I want to see the ball be down a little bit more. And it does, take a toll on the hitters, and it's tough on the hitters if you do get the ball down. If you're leaving the ball up, it's a little bit easier to hit. If I was going out there like Nooney, I would tell the guys to throw it slower and lower. And, sometimes when you're kind of in a jam and, you're all wound up, you're going to try to throw it as hard as you can. You might not get it exactly where you want it. But if you kind of throw it a little bit slower and lower and really work on your location, I think you have a good chance of getting out there.
And then you said you only want Jones to go 2, maybe 3 innings. If your starter's only going 2, then you still have 7 innings to cover. That's kind of where you earn your keep as a manager. What are those conversations with you and Nooney like, especially a day like today where you do have options out of the bullpen, how those leashes are and things like that as a game progresses?
Yeah, we kind of go over our list daily about the week, and, we plan it out, weekly usually, and I know Nooney sent me something today. He thought it was a, good idea for today's plan, and asked me if I liked it, and I told him I loved it, So I feel like we have a good plan going forward for today, and hopefully we can execute it and, play some good baseball.
Last one for you quick here, Zach. What's your key to the game?
Key to the game today, I think, if our pitchers walk less than seven hitters. Okay, so we got to walk less than 7. I think that's still even high. I'd like it even lower than that. But I feel, walks are hit by pitches. If we kind of give up less than 7 of those, I feel pretty good. Usually the team that has the least amount of free passes usually wins. So hopefully we can do that and come out on top today.
Thanks, Skip. Good luck today.
Thank you.
Zach Pace's key to the game, Nate, was less than 7 walks. That includes walks and hit by pitches. Sonoma surrendered 9 yesterday. Justin Jones is a good guy to do that, at least to start. He really filled up the zone against San Francisco last time out.
Yeah, it kind of goes without saying, but yeah, in order to win games, you'd like to walk less than 9 guys to allow less than 9 free passes. Jones, to your credit, did not walk a single batter, but his problem was giving up hits. He was really solid the first 2 innings, and then throughout innings 3 and 4, that's where it kind of fell apart. 7 hits, 6 runs, 5 of them earned. But he definitely showed flashes of some really nice stuff. He was a really solid arm for Sonoma last summer, so he can get it done. I expect him to fill up the zone and attack these Menlo Park hitters.
Yeah, that's what he's going to have to do. And the big key for Jones is keeping it below the knees. When he misses up thigh high or at the belt, and he gets knocked around a little bit. He's going to have to keep it down the zone against a Menlo lineup with a couple new faces. Both of these managers went with a lot of different guys in the 9.
Well, a couple new faces for Menlo. How about 7 of the 9 guys in the lineup not seeing the field yesterday? They're still trying to figure out who you can rely on consistently over the course of the summer. They're still looking for their first Lind of Legends. So I'm not surprised to see a lot of different new faces. We've seen over the years, them struggle in league play, especially this season. So I'm not surprised to see changes.
Yeah, and we'll see how those changes play out when we come back for lineups and first pitch. It's the Legends and the Stompers, the second of 3 next on the Sonoma Stompers Broadcast Network.
Thanks for tuning in to the Stompers pregame show. First pitch is on the way here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it. We know you love watching the game on the Stompers YouTube channel, but nothing beats coming out to the park. Support your Stompers at Arnold Field all summer long. Get your tickets at stompersbaseball.com or give us a call at 707-522-7284. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our number one priority. And Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams.
Cresco Rents. What you need, when you need it. And we show you how to use it. It's simple. You choose it, you use it. We have the right tool for every job. Never buy it, never store it. When you need it, just rent it.
I'm Chris Smith, president of Cresco. If you need it, Cresco's got it.
All over the Bay Area and online at CrescoRent.com.
Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok.
Flybird Margarita is our new and delicious cocktail that's ready to go, no bartender needed. Flybird Margarita is crafted in Mexico with 100% Mexican agave wine and all-natural flavors. Whether you are in the mood for a classic Baja lime or strawberry, Flybird has your margarita ready on the fly. Just twist open the bottle, pour over ice, and enjoy. Since it stays fresh for up to 2 weeks after opening, imagine all the places you'll be able to pour the perfect margarita. Taco Tuesday, backyard barbecue, cheering on your favorite team, or simply while basking in the sun all by yourself. Flybird ready to drink margaritas. It's margaritas on the fly.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. The throw home from left field. Kicks away. Take a bow, Trent Keys, the walk-off hero.
2 outs.
in the top of the ninth. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win. The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later!
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana ice cream and treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it. We know you love watching the game on the Stompers YouTube channel, but nothing beats coming out to the park. Support your Stompers at Arnold Field all summer long. Get your tickets at stompersbaseball.com or give us a call at 707-522-7284. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our number one priority. And Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams.
Cresco Rents. What you need, when you need it. And we show you how to use it. It's simple. You choose it, you use it. We have the right tool for every job. Never buy it, never store it. When you need it, just rent it.
I'm Chris Smith, president of Cresco. If you need it, Cresco's got it.
All over the Bay Area and online at CrescoRent.com.
Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok.
Flybird Margarita is our new and
The lines are painted, the lineups are in, the field is raked, and the cleats are laced. Your Sonoma Stompers are just about ready to take the field. Now, straight to the voice of the Stompers, here's Kieran Costa.
Saturday night baseball set to go here from Sonoma County. The 5-3 Stompers face the 0-7 Legends for the second time in as many nights here. As the Stompers wrap up the weekend homestand, they don't come back to Arnold Field until Thursday, and they send Justin Jones out to the mound tonight. The 5'10", 180-pound righty, Los Medanos College to Delta, where he's a redshirt sophomore. The 20-year-old from Walnut Creek played for the Stompers in 2025. 6 games, 2 starts, a 1-0 record, and he allowed just 1 earned runs in 15 innings pitched. Well, that script did not hold true in his first start this season. On June the 6th at the San Francisco Seagulls, he gave up 6 earned runs in just 3 innings at San Bruno Park. So today, he tries to get back to 2025 form against a winless Legends squad. Let's send out this lineup as announced by manager Nick Sanziri. The center fielder Mason Griffin leads off, followed by the DH Joey D'Amelio and the right fielder Aaron Lewis. The first baseman Ryan Duran cleans up. The left fielder Barclay Ovalle hits 5th. The second baseman, Joaquin Stewart, hit 6 in the 7th position. In the lineup is a third baseman, Michael Aikawa, and the shortstop, Ryder Kelly, and the catcher, Nate Bateman. Round out Nick Sanziri's 9, a team that's on an L7. It's a real rough way to start the 2026 campaign for the Legends, coming off what was a pretty tough 2025 campaign, Nate.
Yeah, but the thing is, every night is a new opportunity. You're going to be more and more hungry as the season goes on to get that first win. And, you know, the Stompers looked pretty susceptible to it last night. It wasn't the greatest game on both sides of the ball for Sonoma. They've given teams their first wins of the season already this year, including Alameda, who took 2 of the 3 in that series. So there's definitely an opportunity here for Menlo Park. We know their bats can get hot. Nick Sanziri goes to 7 new guys in the lineup. Let's see if he can find some reliable, guys offensively that can change their season.
It'll be Griffin, D'Amelio, and Lewis here in the first inning against Jones. Pride night here at Arnold Field. Packed house of Stompers fans hoping to see Sonoma win their 3rd game in a row. Justin Jones, a righty, the 5'10" Walnut Creek native, climbs the hill, and Mason Griffin in the leadoff spot for the 2nd night in a row digs in from the left side. Dylan Brewster, your home plate umpire today, gets set behind home plate. Angel Garcia into his crouch. Mason Griffin into the box. Justin Jones comes set. And the first pitch of the ball game is a called strike one on the outside corner at 6:18 p.m. Pacific time. 81 degrees here in Sonoma. Jones looking to get some quick outs in the first. Schallberger did that last night. Griffin fouls it back. Griffin reached on an error by the third baseman, Vassell, to start yesterday's ballgame. A new infield for the Stomps today. An entirely new infield than we saw yesterday. We'll set the defense after an 0-2 pitch. Jones's delivery misses low inside. The count's 1-2. In left field is Nick Sebastiani. Chase Taylor in center. Trent Keys back in there in right. Misael Europero gets his first start at third. Bryson Ayala at shortstop. Ben Sebastiani at second. Hunter Carlson at first. Jones ahead 1-2. His pitch to Griffin is hit weakly to the right side. Carlson fields it on one hop. Flips to Jones, who's going to win the race to the bag. There's one down. Beautiful PFP there. Jones fields his position and wins the race against Griffin. That call was made by John Pierce, the first base umpire. Zach Ellenthorpe's down at third. Carlson just fielded a one-hopper and had to go overhand toss to Jones covering. A close play, but Justin definitely beat Mason, and now Joey D'Amelio, looking for his first league hit, digs in from the right side. Jones's first pitch, a called strike. That's the fastball at 88. It finds the outside corner, 0-1.
Jones is doing exactly what we expected him to do, Karen, attack the zone.
He walked just 5 hitters in 15 innings last year. Didn't walk anybody against the Seagulls as he misses low here, 1-1.
Oh, but the issue last week was the hits. I mean, he gave up more hits in that game than he did the entire season last year.
Yeah, opponents hit 118 against Jones in 2025. The Seagulls hit 436 against him. His 1-1 offer to D'Amelio's fouled back 1-2. He made 16 appearances for the Mustangs. 11 of those were starts, a 5-5 record, and a 4.22 ERA. He wasn't too pleased with that season. Numbers just okay for Jones, who looks to get back to a nice start here today. 1-2 pitch is served into left field for a base hit. Nick Sebastiani cuts over and lobs it back to the infield. Joey D'Amelio's first hit of CCL play is a soft single into left. It's the first base runner of the ball game. Not a bad pitch from Jones. It was a changeup down and out of the zone. D'Amelio just got his bat head to it and flicked it over Ayala, the shortstop. Breaks an 0 for 12 to start his season. Jones out of a slide step. Misses. Fastball low and away. D'Amelio leads from first. Jones comes home. Swing and a miss. One and one to Lewis. 3 for 8 on the season, an RBI and 2 driven in. Plays his college ball at Portland. He takes a fastball too far off the corner that counts 2 balls and 1 strike.
And one of a few guys that can play both ways for Menlo Park. He was really, I would say, got a more run as a pitcher than he did as a hitter at Portland. In the lineup today, slotted in the 3 spot. Nick Sanzeri really sees something in the bat of Lewis. The runner goes. The pitch is hit foul down the third baseline and out of play. Went to Sacred Heart Cathedral Prep in San Francisco. He went 11 for 37 for the Loggers of Portland. Ayala and Sebastiani up the middle, play for 2. Outfield straight away. Carlson holds the runner at first. Jones set to deliver a 2-2 pitch to Lewis. Runner doesn't go this time. That one's lined into left center, sinking fast base hit. It's Chase Taylor who corrals this one. He backpicks to second base. And just barely safe is Joey D'Amelio. Head in the clouds, just walking around off the bag at second. And Chase Taylor almost backpicked him. Either way, it's back-to-back singles and 2 on with 1 out. That was way too casual from D'Amelio. He kind of just stepped back in very slowly, and Taylor could have got him. Good throw.
Did not pick up the baseball at all. Play developing over his head as he headed towards second base. Now Jones needs a 2-ball on Ryan Duran. The pitch fouled back. That one got a piece of Dylan Brewster, and Zach Pace is going to come check on the home plate umpire, who immediately waves him off. And Angel Garcia is going to walk the ball back to Justin Jones to give Brewster a second. That's also on Steph Valdez, the third base coach. You have to be communicating with your runner that ball's behind him at second base. Mason Hanshaw, the third base coach, yesterday over at first for Nick Sanzeri. His pitching coach, Joey Sorelli. 0-1. Misses low, 1-1.
We've seen how difficult it can be to have different guys coaching third base over the course of a season. I mean, the Giants and the majors struggled with it a lot. They made a switch midway through the season controversially. It really can throw runners off when you go to a new guy from game to game.
Stompers have that locked down with Dave Hoke down at third. Runners go again. This one's grounded into left field for a base hit. Sebastiani fumbles it out in left, and the run will score. 3 straight singles off of Justin Jones. The 7th RBI for Ryan Duran this year. D'Amelio running on the pitch scores easily. Holding at second was Lewis. And now for the 3rd time in 4 games, the Stompers allow a run in the first.
This cannot become a trend, Kieran, like it is. This makes life so much more difficult for you as an offense.
Jones is 1-1. Beg your pardon, the first pitch is low to Barclay Ovalle from Fresno State, another Sacred Heart Cathedral prep kid. So back-to-back here in the lineup. Just 6 for 30 limited run for the Bulldogs. He fouls this one at the plate. That counts 0-2. One nothing. Legends lead on 3 straight one-out singles from D'Amelio, Lewis, and Duran. Ovalle, though, the 5-hitter behind in the count.
It's 1-1 in the count, actually. Dylan Brewster just signaled.
Now the 1-1. Outside corner for a called strike, 1-2. Two on with 1 out. Legends trying to put up a crooked number here in the first. The offer. Struck him out looking. At the knees of Barclay Ovalle. First strikeout for Jones. A much needed second out, and now no matter any ground ball to the infield, you go the short way, ball to the outfield would end it as well. Stewart, another guy looking for his first hit in CCL play. Righty from Ohlone College. Takes high. Jones reared back for 88, but missed well above the zone. The count's 1-0. Stewart at 384, a 450 on base for Ohlone. 1-0. That one's grounded to second. Ben Sebastiani gobbles it up, flips to first in time. The side is retired. For the Legends, 1 run on 3 hits, no Stomper errors, and 1 man left. We head to the last of the first with Stompers trail at 1-0.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. The throw home from left field, kicks away. Take about Trent Keys, the walk-off hero. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win. The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later. Stompers offense comes to the plate already needing a run. Justin Jones surrendered a lone tally in the top of this inning, and Zach Pace sends out this 9. The center fielder Chase Taylor leads off. The right fielder Trent Keys hits after him. Hunter Carlson finds his way back to the 3-hole. He plays first base. The catcher Angel Garcia cleans up. The third baseman Misael Europero hits 5th. And the left fielder Nick Sebastiani, who homered last night, is in the 6th spot. The DH Anthony Shepler, the second baseman Ben Sebastiani, and the shortstop Bryson Ayala round out the 9 for Zach Pace. His third base coach, Dave Hoke, first base coach, Jacoby Heyer, hitting coach, Paul Madarena, and pitching coach, Mike Nunez. Taylor, Keys, and Carlson go to work against the righty, Vinny Braga. Braga, 6'3" righty, delivers a first pitch fastball at 88. It missed outside. The count's 1-0 to Taylor. Chase swinging a hot bat lately, 5 for his last 12. Included 1 for 4 yesterday with a double. He's ahead 1-0. He takes a called strike. Braga, 6'3", 200-pound righty from Palo Alto, California. The 20-year-old played at Pali High and then has spent the last 2 seasons playing for the Broncos of Santa Clara. 1-1 to Taylor. Is hit to right center field. Long run for Griffin, and he makes a running catch in the alley, reaching up and over his head. Robs Taylor of extra bases, and there's 1 away.
That was not an easy play for Griffin to make. I mean, he covered a lot of ground, and it was still pretty high up in the air when he hauled it in. Almost fell out of his glove, and it's a good thing it didn't.
Almost
with Taylor's speed, that could have gone all the way to. He could have gone to third.
If that ball got fully over his head, Taylor could still be running.
Yeah.
Keys works against Braga. Back-to-back lefties at the top. And a fastball at 90 finds the outside corner. Not a straight over-the-top arm slot from Braga. Sort of in between getting down to that three-quarter angle. Sets at the letters and fires, and Keys lines it foul over Dave Hoke's head. Maybe it is a true three-quarters from Braga, who's made just one appearance in CCL action. He pitched an inning down at Slow on June 6th. 3 earned runs on 4 hits, 1 strikeout, and no walks. So the Stompers should be ready to attack pitches in the zone. Braga's 0-2 to Keys is up and away, 1-2.
I'm curious to see how long Braga goes here because he mainly worked out of the pen. You don't really see, three-quarter guys mainly as starters like Braga is. Never went longer than 2 or 3 innings at Santa Clara.
He delivers a 1-2. Outside 2-2. Talking to Nick Sanziri before the game, he said no more than 40 pitches. He doesn't really want anybody over 40 pitches. It is just a summer season. Expect around 30 to 40, especially if he's efficient. Keys hits it foul, and immediately pushing the pitch count up is Trent Keys in the 2 spot. Coming off his first off day of the season, he's 8 for 24 with a double and 3 driven in. He awaits a 2-2 pitch and takes high for ball 3. Trent stands right on top of the plate as a lefty hitter. The Legends know that all so well. He was hit by 8 pitches over 6 games against the Legends last year. They hit him more than once a game and thrice in one game. The pitch to Keys is outside ball 4, and that's an outstanding at-bat from the Stomper right fielder. After being behind in the count after just 2 pitches, he draws a walk.
Something we talked about here in pregame was about, the battle for the leadoff spot as the summer goes on. Keys, Taylor, both having great seasons. Round 1 of this one goes to Keys. That was a great at-bat.
Keys works a 7-pitch walk. They're 2 very different guys. Trent Keys is not a prototypical leadoff hitter, although in the sense that Chase Taylor is, as Carlson takes high. It's really all about setting up these guys, Carlson, Garcia, and Urapero. Taylor, a speedy center fielder with some speed, definitely a threat to steal bases. Keys not so much, as Carlson hits this one foul with the runner not going. The count's 1-1.
Carlson yesterday fell hitless by Menlo pitching. Not many teams can say they did that.
Not many at all. He's 13 for 30 this year. 15 RBI. Open stance from the left side for Carlson, who takes off the corner away 91 miles an hour out of the hands of Vinny Braga. Keys at first, held on by Duran. It's Stewart, Kelly, and Aikawa as we go first to third. Keys bluffs and doesn't go. Carlson takes a called strike. Nice pitch. That's the fastball again. The count's 2-2. I wouldn't be surprised if they send Keys at some point in this at-bat to try and get that runner to scoring position. He runs here a great jump. Carlson hits a high pop-up into shallow right. Keys has to get back to first base, and the ball's going to drop. And now Trent Keys is hung up, and he's thrown out at second base. What a weird play. Keys had it stolen off of Braga. Then when it looked like a routine pop-up, he has to go back to first base, and he's thrown out. So for Carlson, it's a fielder's choice. It goes 4-6. He replaces Keys at first base.
It's unlucky for Trent and unlucky for Sonoma. 2 on, 1 out sounds a lot better than 1 on, 2 down, especially when the lead runner gets out.
That might have just been the smart play by Joaquin Stewart. He could have just been trading some speed in like an infield Firewall-esque play. He looked like he had a beat on it, and he just would have let it drop right next to him and calmly threw to second. Although the Legends dropped 3 pop flies in between three fielders all of those times yesterday. Carlson at first now, and the first pitch to Garcia is a called strike. Live arm from Vinny Broggett, especially against a right-handed hitter. Three-quarter arm slot ball, so it looks like it's coming from behind you. And that one came all the way across the plate and clipped the outside corner. 0-1, Garcia takes it to the screen, and Carlson takes second base easily on the very wild pitch.
And that's when especially it's tough, because if pitches go to the backstop and your lead runner, I mean, it could have been second and third with just one out there, Kieran.
It's a weird play. It's right in front of you. Keys.
No, I'm not faulting Keys. Keys
sorta
did the right thing.
Nothing to do.
Yeah. Just unfortunate.
He honestly might have dropped it on purpose. He looked
Yeah.
like he was under that ball. 1-1 to Garcia is a called strike, 1-2.
If so, I mean, that's fair play from Stewart. It was a Legends defense that struggled last night. Those 3 errors that cost him the game in the 8th inning. If that was on purpose, that's a lot better, and Sanzeri's going to be happy about that.
Carlson, a much slower runner than Keys for certain. 1-2 pitch to Garcia. He strikes out swinging, and the inning is over. The team leading 9th strikeout for Garcia ends the frame, the first for Braga. No runs on no hits, a man left. We head to the second. The Legends lead it 1-0.
Flybird Margarita is our new and delicious cocktail that's ready to go, no bartender needed. Flybird Margarita is crafted in Mexico with 100% Mexican agave wine and all natural flavors. Whether you are in the mood for a classic Baja lime or strawberry, Flybird has your margarita ready on the fly. Just twist open the bottle, pour over ice, and enjoy. Since it stays fresh for up to 2 weeks after opening, imagine all the places you'll be able to pour the perfect margarita. Taco Tuesday, backyard barbecue, cheering on your favorite team, or simply while basking in the sun all by yourself. Flybird ready to drink margaritas. It's margaritas on the fly.
Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok.
Top of the second, the Legends lead the Stompers 1-0 on the out-of-town scoreboard. The biggest game to be looking for. The Slow Blues lead the Walnut Creek Crawdads out at Monte Vista 9-4 in the 8th. Early to be scoreboard watching, but whenever those two play, there's usually fireworks. First pitch from Jones of the second innings, fouled back to the screen by Michael Aikawa. From Lewis and Clark University. 41 games there. 325 average of 431 on base. It's a broken bat ground ball past the mound. Charging is Sebastiani. Flips to first. In time. Late call by John Pierce, but a nice play by Ben Sebastiani. Charging, picked it up on the infield dirt, and the cross-body throw was in time.
First base umpires love a delayed call, don't they, Kieran?
Yeah, Dean Poteet takes his time. John Pierce usually much quicker to make the call. Waited it out on a bang-bang play. And now the shortstop Ryder Kelly checks his swing. He appealed to first base. Yes, he did. Kelly and then Bateman here in this inning as Ryder takes upstairs. The count's 1-2. UC Davis is where he's committed to. Menlo Atherton High is where he went to school. The younger guys on this roster.
And it is a young roster, Kieran.
Kelly chases upstairs. The count's now 1-2.
It's a lot of, people like Ryder Kelly, probably one of the youngest guys. I mean, not many incoming freshmen for Nick Sanziri, but it's a lot of underclassmen.
We'll see if Jones can put away the rising freshman, and he did. One goes way around on a high fastball. Ryder Kelly looked underwater in that at-bat. It's the second strikeout for Justin Jones. Showed his youth, chased the same high fastball twice.
That's why you get to it.
And this could be a very nice quick inning if Jones can get the 9-hitter Bateman from Puget Sound. 2 for 8 in limited at-bats so far in league action. Ayala shaded a couple steps into the hole at short. Tried the high fastball, but this time Bateman doesn't bite. Bellarmine College Prep High School went to the University of Puget Sound and had just 7 at-bats. 2 hits, but one of those went over the fence. This one's bounced foul down the third base side. Past Steph Valdez, the third base coach. One ball and 1 strike to Bateman, looking to flip the order back to Mason Griffin. Jones comes set at the letters and fires home. Low outside. Slider. Tried to just have that pitch sort of die off the outside edge. Action in the Stomper bullpen. The pitch from Jones is outside. Jones, I think, on a little bit of a limited pitch count today, between 35 and 40, is what Zach Pace is looking for from his righty. He'd love for that to be 2 innings of work. This one's popped up. Very shallow right. Out goes Ben Sebastiani. In comes Trent Keys, and it's the right fielder who makes the catch. An efficient second inning. 1, 2, 3, go the Legends. 1.5 in the books. Menlo Park 1, Sonoma nothing.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma. We know you love watching the game on the Stompers YouTube channel, but nothing beats coming out to the park. Support your Stompers at Arnold Field all summer long. Get your tickets at stompersbaseball.com or give us a call at 707-522-7284.
Stompers couldn't score in the bottom of the first, but Justin Jones answered Menlo Park's 0. So It's still 1-0 as Misael Europero, Nick Sebastiani, and Anthony Shepler takes their hacks against Vinny Braga. Europero, lefty from Youngstown State, 0 for 3 in last night's ball game. All 3 outs were strikeouts, but he walked twice and he fouls this one back. You can always pencil in a good at-bat when Misa digs in. All Horizon League freshmen. The 0-1. Europero checks his swing. He's behind 0-2. He found himself in this position last night. He was 0 for 2 after failing to get down a couple of bunts. He wound up walking that AB. Right on left. Braga pitches. Europero strikes out swinging. Tough at bat for Europero to lead off the frame. Gone on just 3 pitches. And now Nick Sebastiani, who got a slump buster and then busted the slump. Infield single and then a long home run yesterday. He also was walked and hit by a pitch. On base all 4 times. He takes outside and low. The count's 1 ball and no strikes.
The thing is with Braga, it's mainly, we went to the off speed there, but it's mainly been fastballs.
Fastball heavy at Santa Clara as well. That was a breaking ball again, and it missed low. Sebastiani checked his swing.
I mean, I expect after 2 breaking balls miss, he goes to the fastball here on the 2-0, attacks Sebastiani.
Sebastiani 4 for 25 in CCL play. Checks his swing again, and the count's 3-0. That was the fastball, but it stayed well out of the zone, and now it has to be keyed up in the middle of the plate for Sebastiani to take a rip. Get me over, and it's 3-1. It's a true get me over. Got a lot of the plate. Sebastiani swings 3-1 and pops it foul and out of play. So the count runs full. A nice job of battling back by Vinny Braga, who missed with 3 and now will offer a full count delivery. Staring into his glove and now sets at the letters and pitches. Sebastiani bounces it foul towards the dugout of Menlo Park down the third base line. Dave Hoke runs it down and fires it back towards the Stomper dugout. Oh, beautiful 1-2 punch as Zach Pace shows off the soccer skills and kicks it up to himself as Sebastiani is rung up on a fastball at the top of the zone. Back-to-back punch-outs. Third K for Braga. First time we've seen Zach Peso lay that ball to himself this year. Anthony Shepler looks for his first hit in league action, and that would extend this second inning. The pitch swung on and fouled in and out of the glove of Bateman. That's another first pitch off speed, the changeup. Ben Sebastiani on deck if Shepler can continue this inning. Shepler bends back out of the way of 88 mile per hour fastball in. The count's 1-1. Shepler, second straight season here in Sonoma. Hit just 179 in league action last year. Here he's ahead 2-1 against Vinny Braga. Stompers and the Legends. Middle game of the 3-game series. 2-1. Shepler takes a cold strike outside edge. Backdoor slider found in the corner to the lefty Shepler. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Shepler bounces it towards second. Easy play for Stewart, who throws him out, and the inning is over. Stompers go down 1-2-3 in the second. The third inning's next. 1-0, the visitors lead.
The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers.
Cresco Rents. What you need, when you need it. And we show you how to use it. It's simple. You choose it, you use it. We have the right tool for every job. Never buy it, never store it. When you need it, just rent it.
I'm Chris Smith, president of Cresco. If you need it, Cresco's got it.
All over the Bay Area and online at CrescoRent.com.
Ethan Rowland, the new man out of the bullpen for Sonoma, relieves Justin Jones. His 2 innings of work. The earned run he allowed was off 3 hits. He didn't walk anybody, and he struck out 2. He gives way to Ethan Rowland, who pitched in the 14-12 win against San Francisco in that mess of a middle innings. The righty from Lafayette, California pitches, and it's fouled back to the screen.
It was a part of that mess in the middle innings. Went 2 2/3 of an inning. Gave up a hit, 2 runs, 3 walks, 1 strikeout.
I think he hit a batter as well. He was all over the zone. He also had 2 wild pitches in what was a disastrous middle few frames. 0-1 is outside. He pitches to the leadoff man, Griffin, and then D'Amelio and Lewis, the top third of the order, against Rowland, who pitched last year at Eastern Michigan, gave up 2 earned runs in just 8.1 innings pitched. His 1-1. Low with a fastball at 89, 2-1.
And the command was the problem there for Rowland as well. 12 walks, the 5 strikeouts.
It's been a long journey for Rowland to even get to Eastern Michigan. The 2-1 is high, 3-1. He started at De Anza College, then went to St. Peter's, and then ended up last season with Eastern Michigan. That's why he's sporting that green glove, working against a Northern Colorado University Bear in Mason Griffin. 3-1 pitch. Inside ball 4. Rowland walks the first man he sees, and Joey D'Amelio has the only run of the ball game. Was the first of 3 straight singles in inning number 1.
Talked about pregame. The key, according to Zach Pace, is to keep it to under 7 walks. There's your first of the night right there.
So 1 walk for each 6 outs as things stand now. Rowland delivers up and inside. Curveball that just didn't snap off enough by the righty. Runner at first is Griffin. Short lead held by Carlson. Doesn't go, and the pitch is low, 2-0. right at Garcia's feet. He spun around, couldn't find it. No motion from Griffin at first. D'Amelio now 1 for 13. He entered play today 0 for 12 in the early going of the CCL slate. Roland would love to roll a double play. We'll have to do it from behind, 2-0. He gets a gimme ground ball to Ayala for a second for 1, and that's all they get. Goodness. Griffin erased. Ayala went the short way to Sebastiani.
And crucially, you get the lead runner out. Double play ball still in effect here.
Roland just hoping to induce that same grounder, this time with Aaron Lewis at the plate. It was second year with Menlo Park. He went 5 for 24 with a couple of doubles and a long ball last year for Nick Sanzeri. Here he hits this one past Ayala into left. Sonoma was playing double play depth up the middle, and so Ayala couldn't get over in time for that one. D'Amelio to second, 2 on 1 out for Ryan Duran.
Yeah, that's one. If Ayala's at his usual spot, that's a double play ball.
Duran came up in this exact same situation in the first inning, first and second with just 1 out. And he knocked an RBI single, his 8th hit of the year and his 7th RBI. Roland misses just high with that one, close pitch. Duran had 3 hits in yesterday's game, all of them singles. Runners go, the pitch is inside, the throw to third is high, swipe tag, safe, says Zach Ellenthorpe. I thought for a second Europero got that swipe tag down in time. Pitch was also called a ball by the home plate umpire, Brewster.
It's a good thing Europero, who we haven't really seen at third base a ton this year, hauled that one in, because if not, that at least advances the runner at second, and maybe D'Amelio gets up and goes home.
2-0. In on the hands and fouled off, 2-1. 88 top of the zone, out of the hands of Ethan Rowland. Stompers already in the hole, 1-0, and another legend run out at third base. Leading at first is Lewis, doesn't go. This one's lined past Europero into right. Heading to third is Lewis. The throw from Keys is cut, and Europero cannot get the tag down. Ayala cut it off and then threw to third wide of the bag.
He's right in front of him. That's a throw that's halfway across the, in between second and third. That should be a pretty simple and routine throw for Ayala.
Yeah, tried to avoid the runner a little bit, threw it to the wide side of the bag, and Europero tried to spin move and then swipe a tag down. Barclay Ovalle tries to really blow this thing up, and he squares to bunt and takes it right through the heart for a called strike. Now has to get that bunt down here with 1 strike on him. Struck out looking in the first, one of 2 victims of Justin Jones. 0-1, not bunting this time. Garcia's going to pick back to third, and Europero again with a leaping attempt to save that ball from going down the line. Never really had a play on Aaron Lewis.
Europero has been all over the place trying to haul in these throws to him.
That really should have had him at third base.
Yeah.
1-1. This one's bounced up the middle. Ayala takes it to the bag himself, throws to first in time. There's the double play, and the damage is limited to just 1. The most tailor-made ball you'll ever get. Ayala fielded it pretty much on second base. 6-4 double play it goes. But for the Legends, they get another run on 2 hits and leave 1. We head to the bottom of inning number 3. Now 2-0 Menlo Park.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our number one priority. And Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams. Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck. We know you love watching the game. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
Ben Sebastiani, Bryson Ayala, then flip it back to the top for Chase Taylor. First pitch, fastball's called strike. Two-seam fastball with some run, clipped to the corner. Sebastiani takes this one low. This is Ben, the cousin of Nick Sebastiani, who had himself a great year at the College of Marin. A .340 average, led the Mariners. 54 hits, also led the team. 4 long balls. He fouls this one back, and the count's 1-2.
Yeah, Ben's one of the guys in the lineup right now that's, trying to audition for pace and prove that he can be one of the last guys on as the season goes on, and you kind of solidify your 1 through 9. I'd put Shepler in that spot as well.
1-2. Sebastiani pops it up, right field side. Stewart goes back, and he makes the catch. The second baseman, Joaquin Stewart, never really looked like he had a play on that, or a beat on that baseball, and then just stuck his glove out and made the catch in shallow right. Legends don't look very sure-handed defensively, Nate.
No, they don't, but the thing is, the Stompers haven't taken advantage of it today. Braga's pitching a pretty solid game. We're expecting 35-40 pitches out of him, so this could be probably his last inning.
He misses low to Ayala 1-0. The ninth man in the order tries to get something started for Sonoma.
And kind of that point about guys trying to audition for pace, I'd put Ayala in that category as well.
Currently the everyday shortstop. Him and Kays DeRomolar splitting time as the captain of the infield.
I mean, that's the throw over to third is one that Ayala makes in his sleep usually.
.1-0. Called strike over the outside corner, 1-1. Ayala 3 for 23 this season. A homer, 4 RBI. He's now second on the team in strikeouts behind Angel Garcia. He swings and misses here. The count's 1-2. Played for Tulane. 19 games. He went 3 for 26 for them. Missed time with a broken finger, and he bounces this one foul. Stays alive at 1-2. Played the start of that season with a broken finger, and then eventually couldn't play through it. Got surgery. And now ready to rock here with the Stomps. One-two offer. Hits this one high in the air. Third base side. Aikawa watches it drift out of play. Ayala ready before the pitcher, Brago. spinning that bat out in front of him. The 6'5 shortstop awaits the pitch and strikes out swinging on a high fastball. 4th strikeout for Vinny Braga. He's retired 7 straight after Keys walked. Keys is on deck now, and Taylor's at the plate. Taylor, a lefty, trying to give Braga some trouble. He yanks this one foul, gave it a ride, but way on the wrong side of that foul pole, 310 feet down the line in right and left. 425 out to center. 0-1 to Taylor. Called strike, and the count's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Taylor takes low, and Braga started walking back to the dugout. He has to reclimb the hill.
Just trying to sell the call there to the ump.
Pitch was low. Bateman stuck the landing, but they went just a little bit lower in the zone than on the 1-1. Taylor here hits a flare out towards shallow left. Ovalle comes on, but it's the shortstop Kelly who makes the catch. The side is retired. Vinny Braga pitching well through 3. The Stompers trail it 2-0 after that many innings. Nate Martin takes over on play-by-play for the 4th on the Stompers Broadcast Network.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. The throw home from left field. Kicks away. Take a bow, Trent Keys, the walk-off hero. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win. The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later.
Cresco Rents. What you need, when you need it. And we show you how to use it. It's simple. You choose it, you use it. We have the right tool for every job. Never buy it, never store it. When you need it, just rent it.
I'm Chris Smith, president of Cresco. If you need it, Cresco's got it.
All over the Bay Area and online at CrescoRent.com.
Top of the 4th here at Arnold Field alongside Kieran Costa. I'm Nate Martin. Ethan Rowland enters his 2nd inning of work. Gave up a run in the 3rd. He's facing Stewart, Aikala, and Kelly of the Legends, starting with Joaquin Stewart. Grounded out to second, first time up in the order. Rowland's first pitch. Hit foul. Out of play, 0-1. Been a slow start here for Sonoma. Menlo's currently in possession for their first win of the summer. Roland's going to have to put in a shutdown inning if he wants to change that. The 0-1 misses, ball 1. I mean, would you say the pressure is more on Sonoma or Menlo to get the win?
I think second week of the season, I don't know how much pressure there is to get any wins. I think you're playing loose if you're Menlo Park. You're 0-7. You're from a young group. What do you have to lose type of mentality Sanzeri has been playing with.
Stewart ahead of a count here, 2-1. Has made a couple nice plays in the defense. Can he get going offensively? Oh, looks at that one for strike 2. Plays his college ball at Aloni, along with a few other legends. Bouncer over to third. Or Europero, rather, throws that one over to first. Across the infield for a 5-3 ground out.
Great stretch by Hunter Carlson, the first baseman. The wonder with Europero when he got to start his third is, can that arm hold up? He played second base. He's a true second baseman. He played a lot of shortstop for the Penguins due to an injury to the Youngstown State starter there, but getting the run at third base today and passed his first test with a little help from Hunter Carlson.
It's a big adjustment. Brings up Aikawa, first pitch. Looked at away, ball 1. Aikawa also grounded out to second first time through. Roland's pitch. Chopped at, strike 1. Aikawa really kind of putting in a really solid career at Lewis and Clark. Has been there for a few years, entering his senior season. He's in the leaderboards for a lot of key categories. Held up there to bring the count to 2-1. I mean, yeah. Tied for 12th in program history for career RBI, 13th in walks, 14th in stolen bases, 14th for doubles.
Could be a Lewis and Clark legend.
The 2-1. And the dirt, ball 3, Garcia. Couldn't get a glove on that, luckily nobody on for Sonoma.
Aikawa looked down to third base for his third base coach. No one's out there this inning.
Steph Valdez standing maybe a couple feet away from the dugout right now. Aikawa takes that one for a called strike, rolling back in the count here at full.
Nowhere near where the third base coaching box is. Now he's going to slowly make his way out there.
It's a very casual shuffle over. The payoff from Roland. Popped up to right. Keys tracking over towards foul line and hauls it in. Battling the sun out and right, and Keys makes the play for out number 2.
That ball had some carry. No warning track because it's an old football field. It's grass only to the wall. He would have been getting close to the edge of the track there. Well, kept on going.
Wind blowing out to right currently as we're approaching the back end of a early summer heat wave here in Sonoma County. Temperatures reaching up to 100 right now, more in the high 70s. Strike 1 to Ryder Kelly, who's already struck out once today. The 0-1. The dirt blocked by Garcia, 1-1. Hometown kid for the Legends, originally from Menlo Park. Played his high school ball at Menlo Atherton with the Bears. The 1-1. Hit to right. Keys tracking over. It's going into the gap and over. His head off the wall. Kelly digging for second. Keys picks it up. Throw over. Not in time. It's a stand-up double with 2 down for Ryder Kelly.
Nice piece of hitting. Split the right center field gap beautifully. If it doesn't hit that wall so flush, you probably have a triple if it skips up there or sticks at the bottom. But an easy carom for Keys off that. Not really a wall, a fence in right.
Brings up Nate Bateman. Plays his college ball at Puget Sound. A two-way guy who also plays football with the Loggers. First time facing Roland. Pitch comes. Lays down a bunt right in front of Roland. Picks it up, falls to the ground. Throw over to home now. Did they get him? A late call, and he's out. Bateman laid down the bunt. Roland fell over on a late throw to Carlson. And Kelly tried to take advantage, but Carlson threw him out at the home plate after Garcia flew down the tag. a big out number 3 for Menlo Park. It's still 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located... We know you love watching the game on the Stompers YouTube channel, but nothing beats coming out to the park. Support your Stompers at Arnold Field all summer long. Get your tickets at stompersbaseball.com or give us a call at 707-522-7284.
Bottom of the 4th, Menlo Park leads 2-0, and they turn to a new arm. Christian Duarte relieves his Santa Clara teammate Vinny Braga of duties. Braga has the start of 3 innings, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. A really solid start for a guy who was capped at 40 pitches. And it's his college teammate Duarte coming in, 6'6" lefty. With a sidearm delivery, you'll see it right here. Breaking ball, first pitch, 0-1. 69 miles an hour up in the zone. That's a stark contrast to Braga, who was touching 91 on the fastball. 0-1. Keys looks at it for a called strike 2. 81 on the fastball, so you're going to be looking at a low 80s fastball and then a 70 mile an hour breaking ball. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Trent Keys has only struck out 3 times this year now. Duarte gets his first of the night. Brings up Hunter Carlson. Carlson yet to get a hit against Menlo Park so far this series. He's the team leader in that category along with RBI and home runs. First pitch, hits him. Hunter Carlson will head over to first. Duarte couldn't locate it there and puts a runner on with 1 down for Angel Garcia. Duarte didn't receive any run at Santa Clara, but the Menlo pitching staff is really excited about him. Struck out one of the toughest outs, and Trent Keys already this inning. He hit Carlson with a pitch there. It brings up Angel Garcia, who's already taken Menlo pitching deep this series. Struck out swinging first time up today. Infield at double play depth. First pitch. Looked at in the zone for a strike. One to Garcia. Swinging and a miss, strike two off of the catcher Bateman, and Carlson happily heads over to second. It's a runner in scoring position with just one out. Garcia's going to have to tighten up with 2 strikes, though. Menlo hoping to hold on to a 2-0 lead. Looked at for a ball. Great take by Garcia on the outer edge, where we've seen umpires this season be a lot more generous with kind of giving it to a ball and a half outside. Strong call right there from Dylan Brewster behind the plate. The 1-2. That one finds it, though. Garcia goes down looking, his second strikeout of a night. And Duarte's second as well on the mound in 3 batters.
Now batting, the third baseman from Youngstown State, number 46.
Misael Uripero is going to have to produce here with 2 outs. Stompers in search of their first hit of the ball game still. Uripero looks at a breaking ball for a called ball. Just a little too inside, according to Dylan Brewster. Carlson on second. Uripero at the plate. Strikeout swinging first time through. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Yesterday, it was Luke Corcoran who was really making life hard for the lefties of the Stompers order with his slow pitches, 60s to 70s. Duarte's doing the same here today. One bouncer over to Stewart, scoops it up off the ground and tosses it over for out number 3. Carlson made it to second, but couldn't go further than that. Still scoreless for Sonoma. Menlo hopes to increase their 2-0 lead.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck.
Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
Welcome back to Arnold Field. A beautiful Saturday night. Our Pride Night here for the Stompers. A deep history with LGBTQ Conroy, former professional player when the Stompers are a professional team, came out before Sonoma's Pride Night in 2015 for pitching a complete game shutout with 11 strikeouts. Ethan Rowland hoping for a shutout inning here. First pitch outside ball one. That outing from Conroy, memorabilia in Cooperstown.
Yeah, I went out there. It was the coolest thing I saw in that entire museum was the Sean Conroy ball. One of two pieces of Stomper memorabilia in the Hall of Fame.
The 1-0. Hit foul out of play.
Kelsey Whitmore, the first female player in professional baseball. She played here as well. There was also first female battery happened here at Arnold Field.
A lot of cool history involving the Stomps. Currently trailing Menlo Park 2-0. Top of the order here for the Legends, Mason Griffin for the third time today. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike two. I mean, Pride Night's been cool here so far, Kieran. We had Hey Trey coming out on a motorcycle.
Been doing it out tonight.
Have to do it big. The 1-2 to Griffin. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Ethan Rowland's first strikeout of the night. As he begins his first inning of work, brings up Joey D'Amelio with one down. D'Amelio today has reached twice. First time a single, second time a fielder's choice. Both of Menlo Park's runs tonight as well. Rowland delivers. Swing and a miss, strike one.
This is the Ethan Rowland that Zach Pace brought in from Eastern Michigan. Can come in the zone, 88, 89. That plays in this league.
Ahead of a count here, 0-1. Agrees on the sign with Garcia. Kicks and fires. Just outside, ball one. Rowland, Eastern Michigan Eagle. Zach Pace gets guys from all over to come play their summers here in Sonoma. The 1-1 hit foul, 1-2. That's the good thing about baseball, especially in a night like tonight. It brings us all together.
It really does. Every night it brings us all together in a great sports day with the World Cup, the NBA Finals, but all eyes on the Stomps.
Says a lot. You got a full house here with all that going on. Not many people concerned with Scotland versus Haiti, clearly. The 1-2. High ball two. So NBA Finals, however, the Knicks can secure their first championship, currently down by double digits to the Spurs. Up 3-1 in the series. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down in the inning. Nobody on. Hit high towards Carlson. Going into foul territory and hauls it in for out number 2. Had that one read all the way. As the sun starting to set that left side of Arnold Field in the shadows. Sun especially bright now and right for Keys and Carlson.
This is where it gets real hard to hit. It's already tough enough to pick up the baseball without a batter's eye. Now the pitcher's in the sun and you're in the shadows. You have no idea where it is when it leaves his hand.
Aaron Lewis going to have to adjust to that. Check swing, holds back in time, 1-0.
Cutter sort of aimed at the back foot of Lewis.
Lewis ahead of a count here, 2-0. In limited action at Portland, only drew 2 walks in 39 plate appearances. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Fastball up and away. That's a nice pitch.
That's a firm 88 out of the hand of Roland. Close enough to the zone to induce a 2-0 swing.
Does the attack again on the 2-1. Agrees on the sign of Garcia. And delivers. Bounce foul, 2-2. The Lafayette native comes back in the count here to Aaron Lewis. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That's a whole lot of twos. Menlo leads by 2. Roland delivers. Fouled. He'll have to go for that final out of the inning. Another pitch.
I like that fastball top of the zone. I think you extend that up out of the zone, try and induce a swing and miss from Lewis.
Lewis has singled both times today. The man on deck, Ryan Duran, has also singled both times. Feels like a big out number 3 early for Sonoma. And he'll have to wait another pitch. Fouled back. We'll do it again.
That one was a little bit higher. That one at the top of his own borderline pitch. I think you go
even higher.
Out of the zone.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Roland unleashes. Hit over to second. Sebastiani scoops it up. Throw over to first. In time, 4-3 to end the 5th. A 1-2-3 inning for Sonoma. Much needed as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Stompers trail by 2.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats to the family. La Michoacana Ice Cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok.
Sonoma needs to get some offense going. It's the bottom of the 5th. Still in search of their first hit. Down by 2 to last place Menlo Park. Alongside Kieran Costa, I'm Nate Martin. It's going to be Nick Sebastiani, Anthony Shepler, and Ben Sebastiani. The 2 cousins sandwiching fellow Sonoma native Shepler. Hoping to get it started against Duarte, the lefty. 6'6" on the mound. Put up a solid inning first time of work and gets ahead of a count here, 0-1.
I'd love to see someone try and bunt for a base hit here for the Stomps.
There's a $10 bill waiting for whoever does that in the Sonoma dugout. The 0-1. 0-2. A couple of pitches in the zone looked at by Sebastiani. Sebastiani struck out looking. First time up today. Strikes out swinging there. Third punch out of a day for Christian Duarte. 7th of the night for Menlo pitching.
Now batting, the designated hitter from San Jose State, number 7, Anthony Scheffler.
I mean, strikeouts have been a problem this summer for Sonoma, and that's been really magnified tonight.
Yeah, they have nothing against Braga and now Duarte. 7 strikeouts. Goodness, just been 13 outs.
Here's a man who's been prone to them. Scheffler swings and misses 0-1. Had 25 strikeouts last summer with the Stompers. Struck out a few times this summer as well with Menlo with Sonoma behind 0-1. Popped up foul towards the third base foul line, and it's fielded by Duarte for out number 2. Did it himself. 2 quick outs to bring up Ben Sebastiani,
Now batting,
who popped up to the second baseman, Stewart.
number 12, Ben Sebastiani.
First pitch, outside ball 1.
Good time to break out of a 1 for 7 here.
His cousin Nick had a slump buster and then busted the slump last night with a 2 for 2 day. Sebastiani of the Ben variety hoping to do the same. 1-0, fouled. 1-1. That was a good chance to do it. Just got a little too over it though and a little too early.
That's a 2-seam fastball bearing in on the hands. Nice job to even get around that ball like that.
There's an off speed. 69 miles an hour over the plate. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Duarte's gotten 4 strikeouts through 7 batters faced. And Menlo Park commands a 2-0 lead as we head to the top of the 6th.
Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On Deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
We enter the top of the 6th. Menlo 2, Sonoma nothing. New pitcher into the game for the Stompers. It's Mason Cortez coming in for Ethan Rowland. Rowland went 3 innings of 3 hit ball, 1 run that was earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Certainly improvement over his first appearance of the summer. Mason Cortez hoping for the same. Facing Ryan Duran to start things off. First pitch. Outside for a ball. That first outing for Cortez came against the Seagulls. Went an inning, gave up 2 hits, 4 earned runs, 4 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Head of a count 1-0. Falls behind again, 2-0. Duran's kind of been a problem man. The bogey hitter for the Stompers, if you will. The 2-0. Breaking ball inside. Called for a strike. Beautiful pitch.
Front hip, came back and found the inside corner. That's a beautiful pitch.
Duran's 5 for 7 against Sonoma for this series. He's been solid. Goes front door again, 2-1, swing and a miss.
That's the exact same pitch, and this time he swung at it.
Just a little bit lower, more over the plate, and Duran was tempted by it and could not catch up. The 2-2 goes back to the heat and gets him looking. That's how you come back and account Mason Cortez, his first strikeout of the night.
Cortez came in with the bases loaded, relieving Justin Jones in the 4th inning in San Bruno, and bases loaded, nobody out. He went strikeout, and then the issues came up: walk, hit by pitch. So allowed all 3 inherited runners to score, but he showed the strikeout stuff and the ability to throw leverage pitches.
Well, the pressure's certainly on to put up a 0. The Stompers' offense has been non-existent tonight. Legends only lead by 2. First pitch to Ovalle, scooped up by Sebastiani. 4-3 for a quick out number 2. Ovalle swung at the first pitch he saw.
Yeah, I think that was Casey Levitt McGee off the bench, early pinch hitter for Nick Sanzeri.
So that puts Levitt McGee into the game, who appeared last night. Struck out a couple times. Goes out there via the 4-3 ground out.
It's another pinch hitter.
First pitch low. Ball 1 to the new hitter into the game.
It's Isaac Findell, I think.
Findell coming in for Joaquin Stewart, who was playing second, made some nice defensive plays. The 1-0. 1 around. Strike 1. Another Puget Sound guy.
I think that was a foul tip. Here we go.
Someone from the park dugout, I believe that might be the third base coach, Steph Valdez, calling out that was not a swing, and Dylan Brewster had to say that was a swing all the way. Valdez is being really vocal about it.
Legends bench was warned yesterday already once.
1-1, low ball 2.
Yeah, that's not Nick Sanzeri, the manager. You don't see a lot of chirping from him, but definitely a fiery staff. Steph Valdez, in the middle of a couple skirmishes last year.
3-1 high. Valdez still being very vocal over at third.
He took his shoes off and laid down in the third base coaching box after a win at Slow.
The 3-1. High ball 4. So this is, you kind of talked about, Kieran. Cortez last time up got 2 quick outs and then walked a few, and the Seagulls scored a few. Oh. We might be getting deja vu here. That's a 2-out walk to Isaac Fendo.
Third consecutive pinch hitter.
We'll get you who that is in just a moment. It's coming in from Michael Aikawa, who was 0 for 2 today. First pitch hit over to Sebastiani, throw over to Ayala, and he just gets him out the short way on the 4-6 fielder's choice. We end the top of the 6. The 2-out walk is erased via the 4-6 ground out. We head to the bottom of the 6, Sonoma in need of a response. Couple of defensive changes to note for Menlo Park as we head into the bottom of the 6. Carlos Cruzmar over at third, Casey Levitt-McGee over in left, and Isaac Fendel over at second. Christian Duarte still on the mound. First pitch to Bryson Ayala, high for a ball. It'll be 9-1-2. Ayala, Taylor, and Keys to the plate here for Sonoma, who's still in search of their first hit of the night. The 1-0. Ayala hits that one high to right. Lewis chasing, tough in the sun, and it goes over his head, but he still hauls it in. A long, high hit. That's recorded as an out to Ayala. That one is tough.
Ball was smoked off the bat of Bryson. I thought it was over his head, but Lewis had a great beat on that ball. Ran it down deep in the alley.
We've seen him make a couple of tough plays tonight. Brings up the top of the order, Chase Taylor. Counts 1-0 here. Taylor today 0 for 2. Everyone in the Stompers lineup has a 0 in front of their at-bat. Duarte back in the zone there, 1-1. One misses, 2-1.
I think Taylor should try and drop down a bunt. Got to jumpstart this offense. Your pitching's done such a good job to.
I mean, it's been a great. This has probably been one of the best pitching performances we've seen from Sonoma in a while. It'd be a shame if it were to go to waste. 2-1 to Taylor, 1 down. In the dirt ball 3. I mean, even just getting on would feel like a victory.
Yeah. Keys walked as the second hitter of the game. And then Carlson, with 1 out in the 4th, was hit by a pitch. 2 over the minimum for Menlo Park pitching.
Hitters count here to Taylor. Can he do something with it? No, high over his head, ball 4. That one was early out of the hands of Duarte. Puts a runner on with 1 out. This feels like a big moment for Sonoma. Trent Keys to the plate, Hunter Carlson on deck. Key was the first man that Duarte faced. He struck out on 3 pitches as well. You don't see Trent Keys strike out a lot. You don't see him strike out a lot on 3 pitches.
Not at all. That was just the 3rd strikeout this year.
Duarte throws that one. Keys hits it to right. Lewis tracking over at the wall, and it's over him! Keys heads over to second. Taylor over at third. Trent gives a shrug to the dugout. I thought Lewis had that one read, but the bright sun gets in the way. It's a 1-out double. Runners in scoring position for Hunter Carlson.
Got to shorten up here if you're Hunter Carlson. Middle infield back, hit a ground ball somewhere.
The league leader in RBI. And there might not be many as important. The corners of the infield playing in. Middle infield back. Carlson, swing and miss, strike 1. Hunter today reached on a fielder's choice and then got hit by a pitch. So he's the only Stomper that's reached twice. Liveliest this Arnold Field crowd's been all night. The 0-1. Hit him again. Second time Carlson faces Duarte. Second time he gets hit by a pitch. Hunter might be the new Trent Keys against Menlo Park.
Yeah, Menlo Park just likes hitting one guy and one guy only.
To be fair, if there's a guy that you could pick and not have to avoid as a hitter, it probably would be Hunter Carlson. It's bases loaded for Angel Garcia, who came up clutch multiple times last night against these legends. Against his college teammate, he hit a home run, and then had a sac fly to break a deadlock once again. Sonoma finds himself down by 2. Bases loaded, 1 out. First pitch to Garcia in the dirt, blocked. Bateman kept that one just enough in front of him to hold up Taylor at third.
Good read by Chase Taylor. He's a great base runner. He knows how quick he is too, and if he thinks he couldn't win that race back to home plate, I love the hold. Dave Hoke has nothing to do with these reads from third base. He completely trusts his base runners to pick up where the baseball is.
This is the most pressure Christian Duarte's been under all night. Hits that one, Garcia into shallow center. Griffin running, and it falls in front of him. Dives out, couldn't make it the plate. Lewis throws it over to home. 1 run scores, play at the plate. Gets him, not in time rather. Runners advance. That is how you break the deadlock, Kieran.
Nice piece of hitting by Angel Garcia. Had to find a gap, and he did. Served it into shallow right center. 2 runs scored. That's why you gotta love Dave Hoke at third, the most aggressive third base coach in the game. Trent Keys barrels home and is in safely. Single for Angel.
It's Garcia at second, Carlson at third. Keys ran over the catcher, Bateman getting in there. And the home plate umpire, Dylan Brewster, was a little delayed on the call. I thought he was going to call him out. And now Sonoma has a chance to take the lead.
I think the ball came by him. It got all the way to the backstop.
Europero swings at that one, 0-1. Fouled it back. Has to step back in. Europero has gone out twice today. Strikeout and a ground out. Keys broke the no-hitter. That one low for a ball. And then Garcia with the first RBI on that single. 2 RBI, and safe to say after a bit of a slump, he's broken out of it as well. The 1-1. Misael hits that one over to second off the glove of Fendel. The new second baseman couldn't handle it, and all the runners advance. Sonoma takes the lead, 3-2 off the E4 from Isaac Fendel.
Just how they took the lead yesterday, Nate Martin. They continue to capitalize on Menlo Park mistakes.
Nick Sebastiani is hoping to send this crowd into a crazy. Hit a home run last night along with a single. He's got runners at the corners and what's already been a 3-run inning for Sonoma. Still 1 out. Duarte in a spot of bother. First pitch. Called strike 1. Sonoma leads for the first time tonight. Sebastiani hopes to add on. Takes that one for a ball outside. A great take by Nick. One ball, 1 strike, 2 on. Inside, ball 2. Dylan Brewster not tempted by that frame job. Garcia at third. Europero on first. The two cousins split the corners. Garcia looks at that one for a called strike. Misael gets a late jump over to second, and they get him. Europero, the team's leader in stolen bases, couldn't add another there. Just like that, it's 2 outs. A interesting decision. It was a late jump from Misael, and now Sebastiani has to tighten up with 2 outs. A hit into the outfield would have doubled the Stompers' lead, and now he just has to get ahead. The 2-2. Off the knees of Bateman. Garcia heading home. And they're going to say that was a hit by pitch. Got Sebastiani, and that means Garcia has to head back to third. A break for Menlo Park. And instead it's going to have to be Anthony Shepler to double the lead for Sonoma.
The designated hitter from San Jose State, number 7, Anthony Shepler.
Sebastiani at first, Garcia at third. Shepler to the plate with Ben Sebastiani on deck. Wouldn't be a bad time to get an RBI if you're Anthony Shepler. The first pitch, hit foul, out of play. Not left field side. Shepler, a San Jose State Spartan, plays his college ball on the peninsula where many of these legends call home. First pitch gets past Bateman, but Garcia stays at third. Sebastiani took off for second there on the wild pitch. I wonder if Garcia could have gone home there. Every run matters at this point in the game where you're only up by 1. And other than this inning, the offense has struggled to get going. We'll see if Sonoma comes to regret it. The 1-1. Shepler swinging a miss. 1-2 now. Stomps down to their final strike of the inning. The 1-2 to Shepler. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That ends the inning. But not before Sonoma puts up a crooked number to take the lead. 3 runs come across the plate. It's a 3-2 lead for the Stompers. Kieran Costa has you for the rest of the play-by-play duties here on the Sonoma Stompers Broadcast Network.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers. including Deutz Farr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC, solutions made for your vineyard.
Stompers grab a lead with a crooked number in the bottom of the 6th. We play into the 7th. Mason Cortez deals his first pitch of his second inning of work. It's bunted high in the air, back behind home plate, and Angel Garcia makes the catch. So that's an unsuccessful bunt. It goes P2, and there's one down. I don't hate the idea from Ryder Kelly, but an unsuccessful bunt nonetheless. And that brings up Ethan Jackson, who's going to hit in place of the catcher Bateman. Jackson was behind the plate on that throw home that he just fully missed, and it came straight to the backstop, allowing Keys to be safe. Cortez misses low and outside him. The second inning for Cortez was really where the trouble started against San Francisco. 2 of his 4 earned runs came in that frame. Jackson played last year at Monterey Peninsula College, 41 hits in 128 at-bats. He checks his swing here. The appeal to John Pierce? No, he did not, says the first base umpire. Jackson catches a break. The count's 2 balls and no strikes. The Stompers did it in Stomper fashion. A walk, a double that could have been caught, a hit by pitch, a single, and then an error, the biggest play. Cruz Marr couldn't come up with it at second. Cortez misses high. It's 3-0.
It's an inning where they put up a crooked number, but it still feels like most of that was just on the Legends. And we talked about it before the game, Karen, where it's like, yeah, you want to be able to punch these guys in the mouth and take their lunch money, but the Stomps just haven't been able to do that.
3-0. In there, and the count's 3-1. Sonoma softball night, and they're letting Ethan Jackson have it. He awaits a 3-1 in the righty batter's box. A raucous environment here on a Saturday night. 3-1. Just misses low outside, and that's ball 4. The tying run is on base with 1 out.
And we had a local youth softball team chanting about Ethan Jackson's shoes there, right in front of the.
They look fine to me.
Legends. Yeah, I mean.
Hopefully they don't see my shoes. They're
Yeah.
chirping me all day.
Hey, I think your pink Nikes are quite nice, Karen.
You just have to say that. Now it's the leadoff man, Mason Griffin, one of the few guys still in their original spot, and he takes low. 1-0. Cortez now working with a lead. Has to try and hold it. Sets at the belt. Takes a peek at first base and fires home. High. The count's 2-0.
Yeah, I'd say it's mandatory here, Karen, that you can't let Menlo Park back in this game. You got to put up a 0 on the scoreboard.
A 2-ball could get him out of it. Mason Griffin's grounded out, walked, and struck out. Angel Garcia, the catcher, goes to have a word with Cortez, standing on the back slope of the mound, just trying to settle down the young right-hander. Slap on the chest of the pitcher. Garcia trying to fire up Cortez as he heads back behind the dish. A lot of different types of mound visits. A catcher can have. I think that was like a firing up his pitcher. It wasn't a settle him down. Sometimes you just ask him what he had for lunch, get his mind off the game. Visit worked. It's a called strike one.
I'd be a big fan of the what you have for lunch mound visit.
That's Zach Pace's favorite one when he comes out there. He asks him, like, what's your favorite candy? That was his go-to last year. 2-1 pitch coming. At the knees for a called strike, 2-2 now on Griffin. Mike Nunez doesn't like to give away his secrets on his mound visits, but any conversation I have with him, I leave feeling more relaxed than when I came in. So really, whatever Nooney has to say to a pitcher, I'd listen. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch is bounced towards second. Sebastiani goes to second for 1. Ayala's turn is late. That ball just took so long to get to Ben Sebastiani, who waited back at the edge of the outfield grass and went the short way to get an out. And now we're going to see another pinch hitter. This is Ethan Fillinger, who started yesterday's game.
Number 28, Ethan Fillinger.
That was a good throw from Ayala. That was a good bounce back from that error. It's not even an error. It was just a bad throw over to third.
That was a really weird angle. It's almost like a double cut play. Bryson's not supposed to receive that ball. It skipped into him, and then he tried to throw around the runner to third base and could not make it. A check on first by Cortez. Carlson digs it out. No tag.
Aggressive pickoff move from Cortez. That came in there in a hurry.
Carlson scooped it like he was receiving a throw from an infielder. 3-2 Stompers in the 7th. Cortez looking for a shutdown frame. Delivers. Fillinger fouls it back. Joey D'Amelio's day ends 1-for-3 with a single and 2 runs scored. Both runs scored, I should say, for Menlo Park. They only have 2.
Sonoma only has 3 to that point, and they only scored them in the last inning.
Lead's a lead no matter how you got it. An ugly one just like last night. 0-1 misses.
I mean, it's a very different approach we've seen from Nick Zanzeri, and one that he's done a lot more this season, which this tonight is changing a lot of guys mid-game. I was surprised we didn't see it last night.
1-1's a called strike, 1-2. That's the fastball, and it finds the corner. Put away pitch here if you're Mason Cortez. Let's see what Angel Garcia puts down with the sign. Cortez turns his head, looks at first. Now staring in for the sign and pitches low. Another 2-seam fastball. Can't really tell where Garcia's set up there. I don't know if fastball down in the zone is the ideal one, too. That's why I'm not calling the pitches. Another pick on first. This one a little bit closer now, but the throw was high of the bag. The 6th new legend from the starting lineup. Clips the glove of Carlson on the way by and's down the line. Keys will throw to third, cut off by Ayala. Single off the bench for Fillinger. Tying run is 90 feet away. Carlson almost with an amazing leaping catch. Another pinch hitter. This is Mooser. He comes in to replace Lewis. He came in defensively. Ethan Mooser, a left-handed hitter against the righty Cortez. Got the start yesterday, 0-for-3 with a couple of walks. Action in the Stomper bullpen, but something's got to give here. Runners at the corners, and here comes Mike Nunez.
Well, we'll see how much more relaxed Cortez is after coming out of this conversation. If that's the effect that Nooney has on you, Kieran, I can't imagine the effect that he has on his pitchers.
Cortez was so close to getting out of this inning. Carlson leapt up on a soft line drive over his head. He just could not catch it in that big first baseman's glove. I think this is also a stall visit to make sure that Mooser is the last guy Cortez has to face.
For the 7th inning, available now, right behind
Jaden Ramos, the power arm who struck out the side in the 8th inning against San Francisco, is up and loosening. Maybe a hair earlier than Zach Pace would have wanted, but if they can look to him for 6 outs here, they just have 7 to get. This could be the toughest one. Runners at the corners, 2 out, and Mooser, who has just 1 hit this year, digs in.
But that 1 hit was a home run.
Two RBI on his season. Another one standing 90 feet away at third in the form of Mason Griffin. Wouldn't be surprised if Fillinger runs from first. First pitch to Mooser is fouled back.
The good news is, though, Kieran, with 2 outs, I mean, there's not a pressure to turn 2 or throw home. An out anywhere would do.
Ben Sebastiani shaded way to the pull side on the infield, with Carlson holding the runner at first. 0-1. Sweeper misses. 1-1.
I don't
Tried
hate
to
that pitch there,
him.
Kieran.
No.
It's a good pitch.
That's what Luke Smolik told us was the most underrated pitch in baseball. Backdoor sweeper slider. Cortez is 1-1. Low again. Garcia just stabbed at a fastball heading towards the feet of the lefty Mooser, and thank goodness he kept it in front.
I would imagine if Cortez can't get this out, this will be the final battle he faces.
Another righty up in the pen. The pitch from Cortez is crushed to right. Key's going back, reaching up, and he makes the catch. Ethan Mooser hit it on the screws, but Trent Keys makes the play. Mike Nunez is fired up. A guy that doesn't show his emotion that much congratulates Mason Cortez for escaping a jam in the 7th. Time to stretch in Sonoma. Stompers lead it 3-2.
Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners.
Henry Harding comes out of the bullpen trying to hold his Legends to just a 1-run deficit. Harding, another guy from Palo Alto, throws at College of the Holy Cross in Worcester, Massachusetts. 17 appearances, a 2-2 record, and a 6.30 earned run average. He walked 27 hitters in just 30 innings. First pitch, fastball at 89.
He'll have
Finds the outside edge to Ben Sebastiani.
He'll have a lot to live up to after the outing that his Vikings high school teammate Vinny Braga did in the first three.
Braga to Duarte, now to Harding. Ben Sebastiani takes outside 1-1.
I mean, after the Legends got runners on the corners, it feels important to me, Kieran, that you get a run here at least to just give yourself some breathing room.
I'd love to see Jaden Ramos for 6 outs also to close this one down.
I would too. I think he deserves it.
1-1. Sebastiani takes. Good pitch. Curveball dropped in.
It's pretty.
Ben's popped out to second, and he also struck out swinging. That was against Duarte. 1-2 pitch on the way. Harding to Sebastiani. Takes high, and the count's 2-2. Back to the fastball. This time it was 90. Two balls and 2 strikes. Sebastiani spoils it foul, and the count holds there. Ben looking for his second hit in league action. This would be a big one to try and ignite the Stomper offense in the 7th. They were hitless into the 6th. 2 hits, garnered 3 runs. 2-2. Sebastiani fouls it off again.
Harding was a pretty reliable guy for Holy Cross last year. Pitched 30 innings, across 17 appearances. Trusted him.
Averaged over a free pass an inning. 27 walks, 7 hit by pitches, and just 30 innings pitched. 2-2 offer. Sebastiani fouls it back. He's on the fastball now. He's seen the hook. He's seen the heater. Our guess is as good as yours if there's a third pitch in the arsenal that Sebastiani's yet to see on pitch number 8 in the battle. The 2-2 started and stopped on a fastball in at the hands. The count runs full 3-2, and no matter what happens this at bat, it's been a great job by Ben Sebastiani. He's the first hitter to face a new pitcher, so you're trying to show your dugout as many pitches as you can. The 9th to Sebastiani. Struck him out swinging, chased a curveball away. First K for Harding, but a 9-pitch battle from Ben Sebastiani.
Yeah, that's good stuff from Ben. Exactly what you're supposed to do. Now it's up to Ayala and the man on deck, Taylor. Taylor was the guy that kickstart that 3-run rally last time up. Ayala still searching for his first hit of the day. Has to do something.
Harrison 3 for 25 this year. Right on right, Harding pitches. Ayala bounces it back up the middle and through for a base hit. Ayala coming around at the plate a little bit. Now we see what the Green Wave saw. Recruiting him and giving him starts as a true freshman. He's aboard and resets it to Taylor at the top of the order.
That comes after the 9-pitch strikeout from Ben Sebastiani. That was a really good battle from Ben. And that's why a big reason why Ayala got on first pitch.
First pitch to Taylor is low 1-0, and Connor Johnston's come out on deck. He would come into the game for Trent Keys. You hope everything's okay with Trent. He's made a lot of nice plays in the outfield. He's also had the biggest hit of a ball game, a double. That was in the 6th. First Taylor hits and a check on first base. Ayala's back. That's all, of course, barring a double play. Stompers and the Legends. Yet another very close ball game here in Sonoma County. (1-0) to Taylor, way outside 2-0. Curveball slipped out of the hands and missed outside. Our analytics are saying sweeper, not a curveball. Especially at the big league level, the 12-6 going away a lot more of the sweeper and the slurve as Taylor misses. That one's a fastball. I could tell you that one from watching it. Blew it by him at 88.
That's a good 2-0 pitch. Fastball at the top corner on the outside.
From first is Ayala, doesn't run. Taylor pops it up, shallow center. Griffin has a late jump, a long way to go, but he runs it down. Second out of the inning, and now Connor Johnston's going to come in to hit. Lefty for lefty, so it's not a situational change. It's just a true swap. You hope everything's okay with TK.
It could just be as simple as trying to throw off Menlo Park pitching and go to a guy that they haven't really seen as much as Keys.
First pitch is low, 1-0.
Johnston did play last night.
Struggled.
Yeah, did. I mean,
3 groundouts.
Reached on a sacrifice bunt.
Yeah, he bunted up the first baseline. That actually ignited the 8th inning rally. Here he takes low, and he's ahead 2-0. Ayala's been dancing off that bag, getting a really big secondary. I wonder if you see him run here with 2 outs. But worries that Trent Keys maybe retweaked something in his glute that kept him out of the lineup yesterday. A check on Ayala with 1 stride of that 6'5" frame is back to the base.
Especially early in this season, I think you're going to err on the side of caution when it comes to stuff like that.
(2-0). Called strike on the outside corner, 2-1. Keys, before being lifted from the game, has continued his streak of being on base twice in every start. This one's lined into center field. The pinch hitter works. Johnston singles right back up the middle. It's just a line drive right back where it came from. Not the hardest hit baseball, but it does the job. 2 on with 2 out for Hunter Carlson.
Now batting, the first baseman from Georgia State, number 52, Hunter Carlson.
Carlson, fielder's choice, and he's been beamed twice. Angel Garcia on deck. He delivered the big 2 RBI single. Carlson looks to add an RBI to his leading total here. He checks his swing on a high fastball. He's ahead 1-0. Strong forearms from Carlson to stop that swing.
And it's those strong forearms that won't allow him to get so many RBIs and base hits, 2 home runs this summer.
Last of the 7th, Sonoma leads by just 1. Carlson trying to change that here. Harding comes home, and he hit him again.
He's the CK.
How many times can you hit the best player? I mean, maybe the scouting reports pitch inside, but 3 times on one guy without a warning. I don't know how long the leash is for. To be fair, a league where hit by pitches are common, but you hit a guy
in a row. I honestly don't think
not
it's on
intentional.
purpose.
He hit him with a curveball, but there has to be consequence. You can't just hit guys whenever you please. That ties Keys for hit by pitches in a game over the last few years. He had was hit 3 times last year, and that was the 5th time Carlson's been hit this year. That leads the league. That one's low and outside. He'd been hit twice entering today. That went to 3 in the 4th, 4 in the 6th, and now 5 here in the 7th.
That leads the league.
not the most fun leaguing category. 1-0. Garcia bounces it up the third baseline, but foul. The count's 1-1. Angel delivered the blow that tied the game. He has a chance to blow it open just 1 inning later.
If he can blow this game open, extend the lead, he's been the player of the series offensively for me.
5 for 20 entering today. He struck out his first 2 trips and then served a single into shallow right center. One pitch to him. Inside that one almost hit him. That situation, you maybe wear it on the bicep and tack on an RBI.
There's a big gap up the middle of the infield and into that left center gap that we've seen Garcia find a number of times this season.
Pitch to him is high. 3 balls and 1 strike is what I had. Let's see. Brewster has 2 and 2. I don't know. Brewster says 2 and 2. I don't know which of those pitches I missed. Garcia has 1 foul ball up the line. Maybe the first pitch was called a strike. Two pitch. Garcia stays alive. Fouls it at home plate.
If there's something to complain about with Garcia, it is the strikeouts. I mean, despite the very solid series, 8 on the summer ending today, now 10.
Garcia has struck out 10 times this season.
You don't want to go to 11 here. You gotta at least walk, score a run.
You just got to put the ball in play. The Legends have been kicking it all around the field for these last 2. Make them make another mistake. 3 errors yesterday in the 8th. 1 today. It was in a big spot. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Stompers lead by 1 with the bases loaded in the home 7th. Harding back from the windup. Delivers. Garcia takes up and away. The count runs full 3 and 2. One more wide one would force in a run. Something's got to give. Sonoma will have a runner breaking on the pitch from every base. Ayala from third. Johnston from second. Carlson from first. They're all running on first motion. 3-2 pitch with 2 outs. Here it is. Garcia hits it foul, and everyone gets their steps in. They re-rack to first, second, and third. See how many wind sprints Angel Garcia makes him run.
I don't think they'll care as long as they advance.
Three-two pitch. Here it is. Garcia will make him run another. I think that one went right in and out of the glove of the catcher. I thought there was a look there from the back of that bat head to clip the glove. No argument from Garcia, though, so there will be no appeal for catcher's interference. The 9th pitch of the at-bat between Harding and Garcia. Henry Harding delivers. Angel Garcia hits it foul once again. And the Stomper runners are set for wind sprint number 4. And it's officially a 10-pitch battle.
As long as they come home, they won't care, Kieran. I promise you that.
These have all been challenge pitches in the zone. Garcia not really extending.
Garcia struck out 10 times this season. I'd be surprised to see him not go for an extended pitch here.
3-2 offer. Garcia strikes out swinging late on the fastball. Harding eventually wins the battle on the 10th try. The Stompers leave him loaded off a couple of hits.
We head to the 8th inning of play. Jaden Ramos takes the mound, nursing a 1-0 lead for the Stomps.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats to the family. La Michoacana Ice Cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma.
Jaden Ramos comes out of the bullpen. Another one of the Delta College additions for Zach Pace, who struck out the side in his only CCL appearance. That was the 8th against San Bruno. The pitch. Beg your pardon, in San Bruno against San Francisco.
This is exactly who you want to go to in this moment, Karen. This is a big prove-it moment for Jaden Ramos, who is looking to establish himself as a late-inning guy for the Stomps.
His 1-0 is a called strike at the knees at 88. Redshirt freshman season for the Mustangs. 1-1. Low outside. Changeup missed. The count's 2-1. Duran singled twice. He struck out as well. That was against Mason Cortez. Ramos's pitch is bounced to third. Nice play by Europero, whose long throw is in time. 5-3 across the diamond they go. 2 shutout innings on just 1 hit for Mason Cortez. He walked 2. Struck out just 1. Casey Levitt McGee now gets his second trip to the plate off the bench. He came in cold to face Mason Cortez and grounded out on just 1 pitch. See if he can see a couple more off of Ramos. He takes a called strike. 90 miles an hour, beautifully put towards the outside corner. Ramos from the windup shakes off Garcia once. Now they agree upon a sign. Delivers home. Levitt McGee takes just inside. McGee right on top of the plate, turned out of the way of a pitch that almost caught the inside corner.
Good pitch from Cortez. Rather Ramos, excuse me.
One ball and 1 strike. Ramos pitches. That one misses high. All around the zone is Jaden Ramos.
Stompers have a chance here to finish their first game under 3 hours of the season. 2-1 pitch. Called strike. That one found the inside corner. Casey Levitt-McGee has disagreed with all 4 calls. Even on the ball calls, he's turned back to talk to Dylan Brewster.
He's just trying to get a sense of what the zone is. He's only seen 5 pitches this evening.
Pesky hitter, 3rd CCL team in as many summers. Alameda in 24, Walnut Creek in 25. Let's see here what he can do for the Legends in 26. He fouls it back. 91 from Ramos. Challenge fastball in the zone. Levitt-McGee played last season at Cal State University Bakersfield and had really just a handful of at-bats. He went 0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts and 3 walks. Under the Mendoza line, a $175 for Walnut Creek last summer. 2-2 pitch to him. Low, 3-2. Seemed like he always did damage against Sonoma.
He struck out 3 times last night.
Couple of doubles here for Walnut Creek last season. Had a home run against Sonoma. That was in Alameda back in 2024. A long ball would tie up this game in the 8th. Awaits a 3-2 pitch. Popped up. Playable. Ben Sebastiani, the second baseman, out and makes the catch. Ever dangerous Levitt-McGee retired for the 2nd time today. And now Fendel will get his 2nd chance. Isaac Fendel, another one of these University of Puget Sound loggers, takes his crack from the right side. He walked. All this was off of Cortez. Ramos shakes off Garcia again. The 2nd time. Ramos really wants to throw this pitch. It was the changeup, and it was down below the zone to Fendel, who was squared to bunt.
He has speed. 4 stolen bases in the spring with Puget Sound.
4 stolen bases on just 8 hits. He did walk 7 times, and he takes high, and not a guy you want to walk, Nate. But I wonder how aggressive you are on the bases down by just 1 run.
It's Menlo Park, they're hungry. They're willing to do whatever it takes to get their first win of the summer.
Ramos trying to keep them away from that elusive first victory. 2-0 pitch. Finds the corner. Took a little bit off that fastball. Went from 91, that one was down to 88, but he paints the corner. His 2-1 to Fendel. Same spot, same call, 2-2.
It's a tight zone on Isaac Fendel. He's only 5'6", but Ramos is doing a good job of finding it.
It's been fastball heavy this at-bat. We'll see if he tries to induce a chase with the breaking ball. Ramos' offer outside. Fastball again.
I feel like that pitch was just kind of seeing how far you can take the fastball outside while getting calls looking. Ramos, I would say, also missed his location there.
4 straight fastballs from Ramos. Delivers a payoff pitch to Fendel. Struck him out swinging high fastball. Fendel chases way out of the zone. First strikeout for Ramos, and he breezes through the 8th. Stompers have a chance to add some insurance in the bottom half, leading Menlo Park by a score of 3-2.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
Stompers, last chance to add a little bit of insurance. They lead by just one entering the bottom of the 8th. Misael Europero, Nick Sebastiani, and Anthony Schepler.
Now batting, the third baseman from Youngstown State, number 46, Misael Europero.
Europero came up and grounded a ball to the second baseman, reached on an error his first time up, and here, or his third time up, beg your pardon, here he's behind 0-1. Struck out, grounded out to second base, and his second test of a second baseman resulted in an error. Via 1. Low and outside, 1-1. That's the fastball from Harding. The righty winds and delivers low. Change up, nicely framed by Ethan Jackson, but Dylan Brewster didn't believe it. It missed low, 2-1. Last of the 8th. Sonoma put up 4 runs in the bottom of the 8th yesterday to break a 4-4 tie. Europero starts it by cutting and missing and being in a 2-2 count. That, though, was a 4-4 game entering the bottom of the 8th. This one, Sonoma's runs would be purely insurance. 2-2 pitch to Misael Europero. It's a foul back to the screen. Thanks for joining us here on a Saturday evening. Stompers are on the road on Sunday. That'll be the final game of this series against the Legends. 6 o'clock start with the radio feed, and we'll have you covered through the 2-game trip down to San Luis Obispo. 2-2 pitch. Europero hits it to left center field. Levitt McGee chases over and now comes in to make the catch. F8 for Europero. F7, beg your pardon. Nick Sebastiani looks for his first hit of the evening.
That slow series has been a massive, Kieran.
Stompers have to split them.
If you're splitting at home, yeah, you need to split on the road just to make things all even. I mean, Blues looking to gain some distance in the league standings right now. They're currently 3 games ahead of the Crawdads, and if Sonoma can hold on tonight, they'll be 2 games ahead of the Stomps.
Sebastiani digs in from the right side. The pitch. Sweeper gets in there for a called strike 1. The Crawdads and the Blues finished up game 1 of their 2-game weekend series. San Luis Obispo took it 9-6. Other scores in the North, Alameda beat San Francisco down at San Bruno Park 11-2. That one misses low and away. Skips to the backstop. The count's 1-1.
Alameda team is legit, Kieran.
Yeah, they beat Walnut Creek last night. That was a big one. Walnut Creek now 4-3 with today's loss. Alameda will go to 4-3 with today's win, so they'll be even. 1-1 pitch at the knees of Sebastiani.
I'm tossing in the pen for Sonoma.
You'd have to think it's Keller Osbin. It's the Stompers' back-end guy. 1-2 pitch. Hit foul.
Closed out that win against San Francisco on Saturday. Made it nervy. Got the bases loaded with nobody out, but then struck out the side.
Yeah, bases sort of got loaded around him. A line drive to Tino Vassell was just missed, and then Europero botched what should have been an easy 4-6-3 double play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch. Sebastiani stays alive. Stompers looking to secure the series with a win tonight and then have a chance at a sweep at Baylands Park in Palo Alto tomorrow. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sebastiani battling against Harding. And Nick hits it foul again. Harding has thrown 42 pitches. 17 of those have been to Sebastiani's. Ben faced 10 to start his outing, and Nick will face yet another as he fouls this one back to the screen.
It's a good fight from here, from Sebastiani.
Going to see an 8th pitch. And credit to Nick Sebastiani. He's battling behind in the count. It's been 1-2 this whole time, so pitches to waste for Henry Harding. See if he can induce a chase out of the zone or keep on challenging. 1-2. Sweeper stayed high. It's a close pitch. It looked good, but their TrackMan system agreed it was high. That's a little bit lower. That's almost a hanger. 2-2 pitch. Is fouled off again. And Nick Sebastiani, just like his cousin Ben Sebastiani, will force Henry Harding to throw a 10th pitch of the at-bat. Ben would eventually
put in a really long at-bat as well. They're making Harding work for it.
2-2 pitch. Sebastiani posts this one up to shallow right. Mooser had a bad beat on it, but a routine fly ball ends in his glove. 2 fly balls. And Anthony Shepler's the man tasked with keeping this rally alive.
Now batting, the designated hitter from San Jose State, number 7, Anthony Shepler.
Shepler grounded out in the 2nd, popped out in the 5th, struck out swinging in the 6th. Left a couple runners aboard. That could have been the inning that blew the doors off this one. Instead, it's just 3-2. First pitch to Shepler, swung on and missed. Anthony loves attacking that first pitch. He got a fastball over the outer 3rd, but was a little bit late. Shepler, a slightly open stance, feet close together in the lefty batter's box. He pops this one foul. He's behind 0-2. Just the same fastball away.
So a lot of Stompers put up fights against Harding.
Unfortunately, it hasn't yielded any runs. Sonoma left the bases loaded in the 7th.
And these Stompers are clearly for the dramatics, Kieran.
I know. Little 2 cardiac stomps to start the year for my liking. 0-2. Shepler takes. Nice take. Tried to get him to chase a fastball up and away.
I'm with you on that, Kieran.
Keep the heart rate low for at least one of these wins against a winless Legend squad. Well, I said one of these wins. They only have 1, and they only have a 1-run lead here in the 8th. 1-2 pitch. Harding to Shepler. Outside again, 2-2.
I mean, to me, though, it just kind of shows how competitive the CCL is from top to bottom. Stomps being competitive against teams like Menlo Park, who are still searching for their first win, who've given good contests to Walnut Creek on the road. Giving good contests to Alameda. And
1-2 Shipler strikes out. The inning is over. The third strikeout in 2 innings for Henry Harding. He's held the deficit to just 1, and Jaden Ramos looks to slam the door and lock it down. When we come back for the top of the 9th, it should be a thrilling conclusion of the 3-2 game here on the Sonoma Stompers Broadcast Network.
Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners.
Keller Osbin's 4th appearance of the CCL season already. He will attempt to lock down his 2nd save. He's thrown 5 innings over those 3 appearances. He's yet to allow a run. 5 hits, an earned run that is. 5 hits, 1 run, it was unearned. 2 walks and 5 strikeouts. So a hit an inning and a strikeout an inning. He faces Cruz Marr, a right-handed hitter who takes a called strike 1.
Obviously, at the start of the season, you're kind of just on like, a pitch by a night, kind of like the same guys you go to on every night. But as the year goes on,
a 1. Misses 1-1.
You'd imagine that Zach Pace is going to want to find someone who he can rely on in save situations, a closer.
The interesting part is that 2 of those 3 candidates are two-way guys. So trying to build the schedule around when they can pitch makes things very tough. Osbin delivers low, so Keller could have the chance to be the true pitcher closer, if you will.
Yeah, and obviously that makes life difficult, but it just means probably for Osbin, probably means more work.
2-1 pitch. Hit in the air to deep left. Nick Sebastiani turns and watches it go. We're all tied up here in the 9th. Carlos Cruz Marr parks Keller Osbin. A no-doubt shot off the bat of Cruz Marr atones for his earlier error. And if the Stomps want this one, it'll have to be in walk-off fashion.
Cardiac Stomps, Karen, in mid-season form. I mean, that is... It's a great piece of hitting from Cruz Marr. He just got it on the barrel and sent it far. No doubter.
Osbin now pitches to Kelly, and it's a called strike. Ryder Kelly attempted to bunt in the 7th inning, and he popped it up. Here he attempts to bunt again and misses. Osbin delivers home. That one's lined back up the middle base hit. Go ahead, run aboard with nobody out.
What was a very quiet Legends dugout and bullpen is now loud. Rivaling a very big crowd here at Arnold Field just by themselves.
Now Ethan Jackson to dig in after Angel Garcia talks things over with Keller Osbin, whose now job is to get the Stompers to the bottom of the ninth inning, needing just a run. Ethan Jackson, a right-handed hitter. Stompers need a 2-ball desperately. Check swing, it's a called strike anyway. Slider clips the bottom corner of the zone. Jackson walked in his only trip off the bench. Slide step delivery, swing and a miss. Garcia's throw to second. Goes in to center field, but Ayala was right there to back it up. Stolen base for Ryder Kelly. And now that go-ahead run is out in scoring position with nobody out.
Great job by Ayala to cover there. It was a throw behind Sebastiani. I think if that throw is more accurate, it's on time, and you have a play at second.
Zach Pace is going to ask maybe if the hitter didn't give up Garcia's right to throw. Pitch was cut on and missed. Top of inning number 9. Stompers and the Legends now tied at 3 after Cruz Mar's home run. 0-2 pitch from Osbin. In and out of Garcia's glove, but Kelly has to hold at second base. Blown save for Keller Osbin. He's now 1 for 2 in save opportunities, but the big goal here is to get out of this inning. 1-2 pitch, low, blocked by Garcia.
I mean, if you're gonna blow a save, I think you'd rather do it on a solo home run than one where you have guys on. The problem is there's a guy at second now after he gave up the single to Kelly.
2-2 pitch. Just inside. Filler up 3-2.
It's a good pitch.
Definitely off the corner. That's the correct call from Dylan Brewster. Sonoma Crown wanted the punch out. They'll have to ask for it on a 3-2 pitch. Osbin to Jackson, struck him out swinging. That's one. You have 2 more to get.
Crucially an unproductive out. You didn't advance the runner. If that one goes into the outfield or the correct part of the infield, I know that runner could make it to third.
Now batting, number 34, Mason Griffin.
Now it's the leadoff hitter, Mason Griffin, at bat number 5 this ballgame. First pitch to him. That one's lined down the left field line. Sebastiani going over. It's a fair ball. Nick can't scoop it up. It's rolling all the way into the corner. Griffin's going to head towards third base. The relay, the tag. Safe. Mason Griffin delivers a triple into the left field corner, and Menlo Park has the lead.
Now batting, number 28, Ethan Fillinger.
Now it's Ethan Fillinger. Stomper infield has to draw in. Swing and a miss on the first one, 0-1. Looks like it could have kicked up the chalk. Just snuck it fair down the line. The pitch is lined foul back to the screen.
Because the infield is playing in, if you can just get one up the middle or over their heads in the very shallow outfield territory, just kind of bloop it. It's a 2-run game all of a sudden.
Osbin, on the other hand, looking for a strikeout of Fillinger. Has him 0-2 and gets him swinging. Second strikeout of the inning for Osbin. Now he has to get Mooser. Infield can draw back to normal depth. It'll be Ben Sebastiani, Bryson Ayala, and then back to the top and Chase Taylor. Left-handed hitting Mooser. takes low inside. Garcia saved a run by keeping that one in front. Couple of options, both lefties and righties on the bench for pace, as this one's popped foul, backing out of play. Tino Vassell, probably the most likely to be used. Rylan Heckman, the other lefty. DeRomelar, McCown, and Bonfili, the three righties. First, Osmond has to hold this to just a one-run deficit for his offense in the last of the ninth. 1-1 pitch. Hit in the air to left center field. Cutting over is Taylor, and he can't make the play. Fields it on a hop. That's the insurance run the Legends needed on a long and loud single from Mooser. The score is 5-3.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 22, Ryan Duran.
Ryan Duran, 2 for 4 today with a couple of RBI singles. Sonoma has a whole bunch of work to do now. Osmond's sidestep pitch misses.
I'd imagine, yeah, you probably go to the cell first batter in the bottom of the ninth.
First pitch is, or second pitch, beg your pardon, is fouled off down over the first base dugout.
And then from there, I mean, Ayala, that's a guy who can hit pretty well. He just has to get his bat hot. I mean, it's the top of the order. It's a good spot to be if you're Sonoma now down by 2.
1-1, runner goes, and the pitch is fouled off. It hit the knob of the bat. That belongs to Ryan Duran. Unlucky. So it goes as a foul ball. Stompers catch a break. Kruzmark tied the game with the home run. After that, Ryder Kelly singled. Ethan Jackson struck out, and Mason Griffin the big blow, the go-ahead triple. We've added another one since then. The inning ends, so Osmond gets 3 strikeouts, but he also gives up 3 runs on 4 hits. The Stompers will have to do it in walk-off fashion if they can do it at all. Last of the ninth next. Stompers trail it 5-3.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
Tyler O'Toole will be the man trying to get the save for Nick Sanziri after Keller Osmond was unable to do it for Zach Pace and the Stompers. Tyler O'Toole, a two-way guy out of Fresno City College, had 8 appearances all out of the bullpen, a 2-0 record, 1 save. He gave up 7 earned runs over 11 and 2/3 innings. He faces Ben Sebastiani, Bryson Ayala, and Chase Taylor. Righty on righty. O'Toole comes set. The pitch to Ben. High and tight for ball 1. 91 miles an hour from Tyler O'Toole. Question is, can he put it in the zone? O'Toole's pitch. Up and away, 2-0.
91 miles an hour from a 5'8", 175 two-way guy. It is a very impressive velocity.
2 balls and no strikes. Sebastiani late on that fastball at 91. Ben was the first guy to face Henry Harding, who ended up facing 9 guys over 2 innings. 2 hits, a hit by pitch. He struck out 3. Sebastiani worked a 10-pitch at-bat against Harding. He awaits a 2-1 from O'Toole. It's sent in the air to very shallow right center. Griffin, the center fielder, will make the catch two-handed. 1 away. That's the toughest out to get here in this 9th inning. Stompers took a couple games with late inning comebacks last year. Trent Keys had a walk-off against the California Tigers. The big one, of course, Nick Sebastiani in the North title. Stompers need 2 to tie, 3 to win with 1 out, nobody aboard in the last of the 9th. Ayala takes. Curveball for a called strike.
Good pitch. It was all heat in the first at-bat and goes to an off-speed first.
Stompers came back from down 7. That was against San Francisco. Let's see what they can do here. 0-1. Ayala hits it in the air, right center field. Mooser getting over in the gap. He goes into a dive and he can't make the play. It's rolling to the wall. Dave Hoke's going to send Bryson Ayala to third base. The throw with a cut is not made. It's a triple for Bryson Ayala. Here come the Stomps, the tying runs at the plate. And it's Chase Taylor.
That's big from Bryson Ayala. Massive. I mean, this is a guy who was struggling to get a hit. Couldn't get one. Now he's got 2 in a row with probably his biggest hit of his summer with that triple.
Ayala's run, unfortunately, doesn't matter. That's the biggest problem we face here.
But it gets the top of the order on with a guy on third.
It does. It does. It would be the first run needed. They need 1 more. Chase Taylor at the plate. Connor Johnston on deck. First pitch to Taylor. Outside, 1-0. Stomps have a little bit of life here. 3 runs in the top of this inning gave Menlo Park a 5-3 lead. Taylor now represents the tying run in the bottom of that 9th. The pitch. Called strike over the outside corner at 91.
They've been given that all summer.
So it would be the Legends' first win. 0-7 entering play. 1-1 pitch to Taylor is popped up foul and out of play. 1-2. This is where you have to grind out an at-bat if you're Chase. 0 for 3. 3 fly balls. He also walked and scored in the 6th. 1 ball and 2 strikes. O'Toole comes set at the belt. Stares into Jackson for the sign and pitches. Taylor strikes out swinging. And now Connor Johnston has to try and get this game to Hunter Carlson. Any way, shape, or form to get the Georgia State man to the plate. Johnston singled in his only plate appearance. He came off the bench. Johnson laid on a fastball up. The count's 0-1. Could add to a list of 1- and 2-run losses on the docket for Sonoma this year. 0-1 pitch. Johnston takes outside. The count's 1-1.
92 from O'Toole there.
Johnston didn't see an at-bat for the Bellarmine Knights. Redshirted his freshman year, trying to come through here for the Stomps in inning number 9. 1-1 pitch. Chases. Curveball. The count's 1-2. Stompers down to their final strike. One-two pitch to Johnston. Called strike 3, outside corner. The ball game is over, and the Menlo Park Legends have won a game for the first time in 2026. A late rally by Menlo Park. They prevail 5-3 over Sonoma. That's a gut wrencher. Nate will talk about it, and we'll be back with the totals after this.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority. And Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams. Another game is in the books. To break things down, let's go back to Kieran and Nate with the Stompers post-game show.
We'll have a rubber match tomorrow at Baylands Park in Palo Alto. The Stompers won last night in a late rally, and this time it was the Legends who got the rally. 3 runs in the top of the 9th off Keller Osbin to win it 5-3. Sonoma trailed 2-0 heading to the bottom of the 6th. They put up a 3 spot, and then the Legends answered that 3 spot in the 9th. Osbin, takes the loss. First blown save for Keller. Henry Harden gets the win, and it was a good one. He shut down the Stompers in the 7th and the 8th inning, did not allow them to extend the lead. The save goes to Tyler O'Toole out of the bullpen, and Nate, again, the Stompers' inability to tack on runs early bit them in the end.
Yeah, I wouldn't even put it on that. I just think Menlo Park just played a better game of baseball. They got more hits. The Stomps only got 5 hits. It took them to the 6th to get their first hit, and they couldn't do anything besides that 6th inning. It's one where you feel like Sonoma should be taking care of business, but, you know, Menlo Park in that inning beat themselves. They didn't play good enough, but then as the game went on, they presented more opportunities to Sonoma, and the Stompers couldn't take advantage. It's becoming a theme where the Stompers just leave guys on base and you don't score them.
Now the left on base number high once more. 8 left by Sonoma. Ayala left at third to end the ball game. Tyler O'Toole picked up a couple of strikeouts, including getting Johnston looking, and the worry is that Trent Keyes had to leave this game with an injury, so that could pile on the bad news, Nate.
Yeah, that'd be a massive loss for Sonoma. Keyes is a leader on the team. He's been here forever, and there's a reason why he's back here for a second summer. He's been very good. One of their best guys about getting on base. And, yeah, it's just a tough one for Sonoma. You hope he's okay. Not ready to go tomorrow, ready to go for San Luis Obispo.
Yeah, the Stompers have one more game before they head south to SLO. It'll be at Baylands Park tomorrow. That will start at 6 o'clock, a 5:45 pregame audio-only cast here on the Stompers YouTube channel. Sonoma falls to Menlo Park, the first win for the Legends. They go to 1-7. Sonoma falls to 5-4. Your winning pitcher today, as I mentioned, is Harding. The loser, Osbin. The save goes to O'Toole. 5 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. Triumphs over 3 runs on 5 hits and 1 miscue for the Stompers. So this series will be decided tomorrow on the road. If you're Sonoma, you need to take 2 of 3 and take care of business tomorrow. That wraps up our coverage here on a Saturday night in Sonoma. For Lucas Sebastiani on the stats and my broadcast partner Nate Martin, Stompers lose it 5-3. I'm Kieran Costa saying so long from Sonoma.